Gravy gang! What is going on, guys? It's episode 504 of Pass the Gravy with Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes. Back at it again. We got one more episode between this one, and then we'll be hanging out with you guys live at Southern Star for our Darling Like a Marlin 3 beer release next Saturday, March 18th. If you haven't already marked it on your calendars, go ahead. Pull your phone out right now. You're probably listening on your phone. Get your phone in your hand and then hit it in your calendar thing. And then March 18th, Southern Star Brewing Company, Pass the Gravy, Darling Like a Marlin 3 beer release. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing then. And we got a long pod for you today, probably. Robert, when you looked at the prep sheet today, were you like, damn it, that's a lot of stuff?
There was a lot of stuff on here, yeah.
Sometimes we fly through them. I don't know. Who knows what it's going to be? But before we get everything going, I just wanted to be like, are you guys ready to be the best guys that you can be? Are you ready to be the best version of yourselves that you can be today, guys?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm nowhere close to being ready to be the best version of me.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
That was my response to that question as well. I was doing some prep work before the podcast, had the TV on, and this dude was just super aggressive. He's in like workout clothes, but like the background looked like it would have been like for school picture day, where it's kind of like it's like gray tie-dye. Which is all tie-dye to you, Robert, where it's just that like weird like marble looking background. Uh-huh. And he's like, all right, guys, are you ready to be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be today? Dude, what's holding you back? What's holding you back? Is it your hair loss? And then it was a whole like, well, if you take this, you can get your hair back. And then him showing all these pictures of other dudes that like, hey, they were losing their mojo. They were losing what they thought was most important to them. And now look at them. They're thriving. And then it was just like, well, yeah, I mean, he's got hair. Like, good for that. But I was like, this is a really aggressive way to like yell at me into getting like anti-hair loss stuff. Because it looked like he was like ready to do like a workout commercial. He was in like a sleeveless, like dry fit shirt, all ready to go. And I was like, it's weird that you're sleeveless selling me hair loss shit and yelling at me. And then he was like, do you want to be the best version of yourself that you can be today? And I was like, not really, man. I'm kind of good where I'm at.
Yeah, for a sales ad, sleeveless feels a little bit aggressive.
It was aggressive. If you're going to tell me Bowflex, okay, if you got a shake weight or whatever, all right. As a shake weight buyer, I did buy one when I was drunk one time.
Not surprised at all.
Didn't use it at all.
Also not surprised at all.
Right. I don't even know where it is now. But yeah.
Third time, not surprised.
That was pretty aggressive, and I was just like, I want to kind of, what if I started every podcast that way? Hey guys, what's up, Gravy Gang? Y'all ready to be the best Gravy Gang we can ever be today? Like, hey man, stop. I'm on my way to work this morning. Just stop yelling at me right now. Let's just ease into this.
I mean, you did this for a little while. Do you forget?
I did as a bit. It was a bit, but I was like making fun of those people that do that every day. It's like, yeah, man, we all do the same shit. But he didn't like throw any like inspirational, like he's not like, bro, be the bird. You're either the bird or you're the bush. You want to be the bush or the bird?
On the ground.
I don't. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm sure that means something. You could be a garden hose, or you could be the grass. Are you gonna be getting all that wet? Are you gonna be getting all that knowledge? Are you gonna be growing today? Or are you just gonna be spraying everybody with?
I hate this. Stop it.
Second, I mean, I could just turn it back on. I think about bringing it back.
I know you can.
It became a chore.
I cringed, dude. I only ever finished like 2 of them. I just couldn't do it.
A 365-day calendar where it's just motivational shit, motivational stuff.
It's like every day is a GIF.
Yeah. The days when I'm lazy, I just take a picture of a GIF. I'm not gonna pay for it to be like, it's not Harry Potter. You don't get a moving picture.
That would be a digital calendar. That would be a shitty idea.
It's just pictures sometimes.
It's like we all have them on our phones.
Look at this picture of this dog. Yeah, I have whole folders of just GIFs. Like if you want to come at me about the Giants, I got all the fuck you Giants memes. Like, let's go. I have sad Giants memes. I've got Roughnecks memes now that I'm super into the Roughnecks. I've got just one that's just responses when people come at me, if I have to get in an argument, just your dumb ones. I got just all of them. The whole
meme them to death.
Yeah, I can meme people to death all the time. All you gotta do is get one of those where you put somebody's face over something else on like a GIF, and like that's over. It's game over. I got your Twitter profile picture. I can just put that on clown GIFs all day.
Clowns.
I'll clown you. But yeah, it wasn't just that weird motivational thing. That just happened kind of, and I was like, I need to talk to people about this a little bit. But I did want to talk to people about the fact that my streak of being a car guy continued this week. Not to brag or anything, but I did help a woman change a tire on Saturday, and I'm pretty much a hero.
Thank you for your service, sir.
It's 2 times, and they were also 2 very like, fuck, can I help you? Yep, I can help you. I can actually. I do know how to do that. I've done this before. You got the jack? Yeah, I know how to work a jack. I got it. I got it. And it was the old school. It was like the one that just comes with the car. So you really have to like kind of crank that shit to like make it work. But I was like, it's another day's work. Yeah, my ribs a little fucked up, but played through the pain for a woman because I care. And I knew International Women's Day was coming up. So I was like, I respect you guys, even when it's not your day. I told you, give me Manuary, and I'm pretty easy to deal with.
Good point.
That's the whole point of Manuary. It's like
we gotta really lean into Manuary next year. Like,
I thought we did.
No, I mean like we need shirts. Yeah. Well, I want to go full Kiss Army on this. I want to like go to the Gene Simmons School of Merchandising. We're like, oh, you have an idea? Let's put it on every fucking surface we possibly can. Lighters, coasters.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are the first 2 things, and I don't see anything else.
If we don't get a new merch supplier, though, you will not get any of the Manuary stuff. Robert, just set a reminder for November 1st.
Yeah.
Get Manuary. Get the Manuary shirts and gear up in the shop. So then you should be able to, hypothetically, I would imagine you'll be able to get them hopefully around January, maybe towards the end of January.
And I just want a shirt that says Manuary. It's 1 month for men.
Finally, a month for men.
That's it. That's the better one. Finally, a month for men. I would wear that every fucking day of the year.
I was at a party this weekend, and somebody was like, oh, you do a podcast? Like, what's it about? And I was like, it's just kind of a podcast where guys can be dudes, like finally, like 3 straight males are just, telling it like it is. And I don't think the world's had enough of that. And they're like, you can tell the girls, are you serious? And she realized I was fucking around. I was like, oh yeah, no, like I get it. Every white guy's got a fucking podcast.
You should have broken down to her that it was ours is different. We've got like the quiet guy that helps behind the scenes, the fat asshole, and then like the guy running the whole thing. Like no other podcast has ever brought that together.
None of them have been.
We're unique.
Yeah, but I was a car guy this weekend, so again, hit me up if you need any car help. I got you down. And then my other thing is I saw somebody had posted on Nextdoor they were trying to get rid of mold, and everybody always like, does anybody know an exterminator, somebody that can get rid of this? And it's like, I don't know, go on Google and Google it. But people want to post about it on Nextdoor and freak out. And I mean, it was pretty gross shit, but there's a bunch of like that black mold stuff like took over somebody's bathroom to the point where I was like, I feel like you could have done something about that a while back to maybe have prevented that.
Yeah, paint it.
Would you rather have your house like absolutely infested with mold or rats?
Mold. I don't get sick.
What if it was like way more mold than like rats? Like it's just like there's rats in your house, but
I don't want rats in my house.
Mold all over.
I don't want rats in my house. I don't want the dogs eating it, choking on it, and that's something I have to fucking deal with. Mold, I'll just ignore it and tell my landlord. And in the meantime, just continue to not get sick because that's what I do.
I think I'd probably go mold too. Even though it's like I would die.
Nah.
Like, what rats caused the plague? I don't want a plague in my house, huh? How'd that go? I don't call them the Dark Ages for nothing.
Rats caused the downfall of the American mafia, who were just a fun fucking group, okay?
Just guys being dudes.
Great stories.
Yeah, okay, so what? A body goes missing every now and then. How do you know it was their fault?
We would not have Michael Scott saying gabagool if not for the American Mafia. So in my book, fair trade.
I mean, I think those were slightly different kinds of rats. But again, yeah, you wouldn't want a rat of any kind living in your house. I wouldn't imagine. No. But rats did cause the bubonic plague, so that could also be in your house. What if it was like 5 rats, but like just crazy mold?
I'm not Ron Weasley.
Go rats.
I don't want any rats around me. Okay.
But you could deal with these rats.
It's a New York. It's the worst fucking New York accent ever. In my head, I was like, this is going to be passable. Not how it came out. It sounded different up here.
So you would rather go just like absolute mold infestation over a couple rats?
Yes.
Robert?
If it's just a couple of rats, I think I'd go rats.
Now, put it back to the original question. If it's a lot of mold or a lot of rats.
I would go a lot of mold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'll just breathe in the poison and.
Worst case scenario, all this comes to an end faster.
The mold
sounds like a win-win to me.
Right? I would imagine mold kills rats.
Yeah, probably. Just not cockroaches.
Not cockroaches. But it does make penicillin, which cures is it syphilis or whatever it was?
It a lot of cures when your penis is illin.
There you go.
Fucking nailed that.
So just maybe you get mold, use it to make penicillin, and then sell it, and you can pay for the price of getting your mold removed, while also removing the mold yourself slightly.
Best business idea you've had in years.
There we go. What'd you guys bring in for Precome segment today?
Yeah, fuck the rodeo. I don't give a shit about the fucking rodeo. Probably pissed off a lot of people. I know everyone loves the rodeo. They love cook-off. They love being on their little committees. You know what? I live in fucking Katy. It's really goddamn far. If I do want to go, I got to sit in traffic for an hour and 45 fucking minutes, then another 45 on the way back out. Meanwhile, I had to pay $40 for parking to drink 3 beers that were $8 a piece. No. And then even if I'm not there, we're fucking dead at work. We're not making as much money because everybody's at the rodeo. Fuck the rodeo. I don't give a fucking shit about the rodeo. No, I don't want it to really go away. Like, I understand it's great and everything, but like, yeah, fuck it.
You say that you live in Katy, like that's far away. I'm pretty sure a lot of people from Katy go to the rodeo.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, it's way farther. Like, who else is? Katy's fucking far out there. It's not like I'm living downtown. And also, yeah, it's an extra 30. It's a 30-minute drive in to sit in 45 minutes of traffic.
I'm on board with you though. I don't really care about the rodeo.
I like cook-off. That was cool.
God forbid you actually get that fucking trail ride that's slowing down my traffic whenever that shit happens during the year.
They went in front of my house. They did that.
Fuck that shit. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to go to any shows, I don't think.
There's one I would go to, and I'm not going to go because the tickets will be like $500 fucking dollars.
Machine Gun Kelly, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So I thought you were.
I'm Team MGK. Fuck Megan Kelly.
Yeah,
no, Megan something in her toe thumbs.
Fox.
That's it.
Megan Kelly was the news lady.
She got toe thumbs, dude. Fucking wouldn't.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, I saw that today. They're like, it's Community Day, and you can get in. The community can get in for free, and we have the special pricing on these 3 items. So more people can afford the tickets. And then it was like, but it's only until noon. I was like, well, that's gonna really limit the amount of people that can make it out there.
Community Day, noon on a Wednesday.
How about it? 10 a.m. to noon. That's it. That's it. Get on in, everybody. All right, now get. No more pricing. Go on, get.
I don't know. I just don't give a shit.
It is funny when the rodeo's in town, though. Just everybody really hams it up, and I get that there are people that are actually like heavily involved with the rodeo that do a lot of work, but then you just get the like cosplayers that like they have their boots that they wear one time a year, and it's when they go to the rodeo or when they go to cook off. They have the one cowboy hat that they own. They've got their cool vest that they bought after watching
with the tassels.
They have their Carhartt insert whatever piece of clothing it is, and they're like, hey, all right, I got my big belt buckle on, let's go.
Woo! Finally get to wear this bolo tie my grandma bought me 3 years ago.
I mean, there's people that really wear that shit, and I don't have a problem with that. It's just funny when like it's one of those things where it's like, I'm cosplaying.
What if the next time I went to a wedding, I just did that? Because that's acceptable in Texas. What if I got like, I've never worn a bolo tie. No, I mean, I would still dress that. But like, I mean, like, what if I went bolo tie and cowboy hat? Never owned them in my life. Never fucking worn them in my life.
Bolo tie, and bolo ties fuck.
Like, if I'm at a wedding, that means I'm pretty good friends with that person, because otherwise I'm not fucking going. If I just showed up dressed all cowboy to somebody's wedding, they'd be like, what the fuck are you doing at my wedding? Like, no, you can't turn my wedding into a bit.
Right. I just
really didn't want to get a tie, buddy.
I always like the bolo tie because I'm not good at tying ties, and sometimes you like wait until the last second, and you can only watch that YouTube clip so many times before you get frustrated. But like depending on the situation, you always like bolo tie done. And then
I've got a big neck.
Oh, but people are like, dude, you look great. I love the bolo tie. People always comment on it. They always remember you wore the bolo tie. But then you could be like, yeah, I just don't really know how to tie that well. So this was
dude, I've got a big neck, and I've never seen, like, when I wear a tie, it's either it's too loose and it looks fucking stupid because it's a loose tie, or it's cinched up the way it's supposed to be and I'm being fucking choked. It like there is no in between with me and ties. Like, I'm sure a fucking very expensive tailor could just be like, oh, wear this one and it goes with this suit and you tie this form of knot and boom. I don't know how to do any of that shit. I don't like being lightly strangled for 3 hours. I don't do ties anymore. So I think I need to become bolo tie gang. But can you wear a bolo tie without a cowboy hat? That's what I'm saying. I don't think that would look.
I don't have a cowboy hat and I wear bolo ties sometimes. So
what?
Yeah, you pull it off.
With like what? Like a flat cap? You know what I mean? Like the
I've done it with
British. You know what I mean? Flat cap, those British caps. I think that would work.
I don't think I look good in those. Those are
Peaky
like
Blinders hat.
Those are like fedoras. Like you either look good in it or you don't, and I don't look good in those.
I look okay. You go backwards with it, like Samuel L. Jackson. That always plays.
Date Mike.
Yeah.
Like Date Mike.
You could pull that off.
No, I've just done it with just like I've gone to weddings where it was like a wedding, and I just wore that with it instead of the tie. And
did you have the long hair then?
I mean, I've had the bow tie for a long time, probably at some point. Yeah, I believe so. I believe we went to Emma's brother's wedding.
Because long hair will play. Because that is in itself a hat. It's like a covering.
Well, I've also worn it when I didn't have the long hair too, without it.
No, you're just a fucking madman.
I'm really surprised that Pat hasn't seen you in a bolo tie. I feel like I've seen so many pictures of you bolo tie.
I mean, fucking probably, but I drink.
Oh yeah. I guess that's
great answer.
I got to be honest with you, dude. I can't even, in my head, I can't picture a single picture of my best friend. Pictures of dudes don't really sear themselves into my memory.
Yeah, your phone is full of pictures with dudes.
Yeah, that's the boys. You take pictures with the boys. You don't look at them. Those are memories.
That you don't.
You keep them somewhere where you'll drunkenly stumble across them one day and then just start crying.
Just so Facebook will notify me in however many years. Like, remember this dumb thing you did? And you're like, yep, I remember that picture. That's cool. I went to the museum a year ago.
I have a good one on Facebook of me pantsing our buddy who just sent me a wedding invite the other day.
There you go.
That's what I think of. I see his name. I'm like, oh yeah, I pantsed you.
That's the guy party. Robert, what'd you bring in for the Precome segment?
I have a lot of family members, like they live around here, about 20 or so, and it's got to that point in the pretty much the rest of the year where there's a birthday, at least one birthday every month through November. Whether it's them, their kids, or maybe an uncle, an aunt. But every month, at least one. This month, there are 3. And
that's a lot of birthdays.
Yeah.
You got to get gifts for all that shit.
Got to get gifts, figure out
Like, I'm gonna
which
be broke.
What?
Which ones I can attend and which they're my close family.
20?
Yes.
Close family is like your fucking mom, dad, brothers, and sisters.
Not my close family. I've said this before.
You know what? I've got a skewed view of this because I didn't grow up near any of my family. So that's never mind.
Like I said this before, my dad and his brother married my mom and her sister. Right. So my cousins, they're closer than like just regular cousins. You know, they feel like siblings. They're not, but they feel like siblings. And then they've grown up, they had their own kids, so that it becomes like that. That's how I feel like they're my close family. I can't just see my cousins and not see their kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just every month through November, there's at least one birthday.
Dude, and it's like you just got out of Christmas too, which is like that's gotta be tough because like I have my brother's birthday, my dad's birthday, my wife's birthday is in January, my dad and my brother are in December, but it's like, do you get Christmas on top of that? So that's 3 birthdays in December, then a birthday in January. You're like, fuck, that's a lot of stuff. Like,
this is why Robert doesn't drink.
There's a lot of stuff like that because then you can't afford to do it, and then
he's gonna buy 80 fucking presents a year.
Yeah, then you can only have like what? You only got like 2 months to save up money to start buying another Christmas worth of birthday presents.
Yeah, it becomes a
You just got to start really capitalizing on Black Friday. I think is what you got to do. You got to find it where you can be like one-stop shop.
That's usually what
ready to go.
What I do is like Black Friday, I usually will get something for everyone. Like, okay, I'm done this day. Don't have to worry about it.
I always wanted to just have like a gift closet where it's just like I'll just spend like $1,000 on shit at some point in time and just be like, yep, I got this thing off a Sharper Image. I got this drone. I got this thing. I saw this. I ordered that too. And then just put it in like a closet. And then when you like, I'm going to somebody's birthday party, I'm like, what we got? And like, just even by like, just spend like a couple $100 in gift cards, like just Visa gift cards. I'll grab a Visa gift card. Give it to him there. What do you think? You want to go to fucking like Los Cucos? Is there more Los Cucos, or you think they're more Chili's? Give me Chili's. And like just grab that out of the closet. You already have it. I mean, you're gonna lose money on that, but I've always just thought like that's the worst thing when you don't have the gift and it's getting close. That and I want to just stockpile on cards. Yeah.
What I've done actually, from work, we get these Chick-fil-A cards. And
those are clutch.
That's what I've been giving as gifts. Like, here you go.
I have like 50 of them too. They used to give us these black cards and you could use them, like you could go once a day and use your black card to give you a free meal. But usually if you went with 2 people, they would just give you both meals for free. But then they were like, we're going to give you, I think it's 52 of these. Like they gave you 1 a week and they're like, and also give them away to people. And I was like, I sure will. Here you go.
I'm going to call my dad when we're done here and thank him for moving me to Texas. Because the prospect of having to think about that many people and presents to buy for them, that's exhausting to me. I can't even think of presents for my mom and dad, and I'm supposed to get cousins and aunts and uncles and that shit too.
Now, are you and Sam good at it? Like, do y'all teamwork it? Because Emma's very good at being like, all right, well, we're going to her house. We can do. She likes this wine. I got her wine or whatever, and it's like we don't really need to bring a gift, but you can also give that as a gift for oh hey, Merry Christmas. Here's a bottle of wine. Like that counts. Like, do y'all do stuff like that where y'all kind of like, hey, I can get him this, and then we'll put both of our names on it?
Absolutely not.
No.
It's like,
does Sam have to also get them something?
No, she usually doesn't. Usually it's me.
But do you throw her name on it?
Yeah, I will. Okay, yeah, that's from us from Sam. I don't think she does that in reverse though. I don't think like she'll get her sister or her niece a gift and say, "Oh, this is from me and Robert." I think she'll just say, "This is from me."
Yeah,
that's what she'll do. Yeah,
like because like I would do stuff for like my parents, and then it'd be Alex and Emma, and then Emma would do stuff for her parents, like Alex and Emma. Fuck yeah!
I'm telling.
We both got it. Cut that part. They won't know. I mean, I know what it is. That's like I've been there before, where you're like in the very first couple of years, we like did Christmas with each other's families, like with hers especially. It was like, I forgot what we got your dad, but I'm just gonna wait. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. I'm like, I knew you got grill stuff.
Dude,
I knew you were gonna love that.
I've never once even hidden the fact. So like every once in a while, my mom would like get my dad a present or something on Christmas. It would say like from me, like, oh, from Pat, what'd you get me? I'll be like, let's fucking find out, Dad. I don't know.
I'm excited to see too.
I didn't get you that one, Dad. I don't know why the fuck it says my name on there.
Do you feel stressed out when you get the gifts, or do you just kind of have like a general like I'm gonna do this, or are they like at the age you can just give them money?
I think the kids is usually the kids. I won't get them anything because they're all like under 5. Most of them are under 5. Like, they're not even gonna remember if I get them anything. But the adults, I
Robert
will.
hates children. All right.
No, because I always think like until like you're like when you're like until you're about 4, like just get the same things and just be like, here you go, buddy, and rewrap the same presents. And it's like they don't remember that shit. That's not gonna ruin a core memory, is it? Like, oh, you got another train set, just like last year's train set. You got this little rolly car you can get in.
Yeah, like or something like that you outgrow in a few months. Like that's like, meh.
Dude, if it's not your kid or like your niece or nephew or godchild, or unless you have a kid that is going to that kid's birthday party, you don't have to buy kids gifts. If it's not your family or you're not like with your kid going, you don't buy kids gifts. That's ridiculous.
Just give the parents money and be like, put it in their college fund.
No, buy the parents a bottle of wine and be like, here, this is to get you through this child's birthday party.
That's basically giving the parents just another chore. Like, here, you deal with this.
Yeah, for the
college fund.
For this past Christmas, there was a bunch of gifts for the kids, and I didn't get any single one of them. Like, no, I want to make sure that the parents and stuff that they get something.
That's true.
Because it just turns into like, sure, I guess rightfully so. Like, just watching kids open presents, but I'm like, you guys deserve things too. Everyone else get things for the kids. I'll get you guys something myself.
Dude, did you did your grandparents give you saving bonds when you were growing up? Nope. I bought a car after college because my grandparents would like give me savings bonds as a kid, and like I used that as a large part of the down payment. With like the one money I had from work, it was just like fuck, and it was just sitting in a safe with my parents, and they were like, "Here you go." I was like, "All right, tight," and it was just a bunch of money, like. But like, it's one of those things like there's no real value as a kid, and I remember getting them in like. Cool, what do I do with this? And then I bought a car and they're like, that was cool. Now it's cool. But like as a kid, it was just like weird. And it's like a little certificate thing. You can buy bonds right now though. And I think they turn into more money. It's like you have to wait for so long and then it turns into like however much money it is. I don't know how they work. I just know that it gave me money to pay for a car. And that was cool. So you should just look into that. And that's another one of those like I did it, but I didn't really do anything. Or just buy him a star. I'm like,
don't buy star. That's a shitty gift.
No, remember when we did that? Like we were like, just hit us up and we'll validate your star. We're like, yep, that's the star you got. I'll print a little form and everything, and then here you go. Like it's not a real thing. You can't own a fucking star. It's that one right there.
If anyone had ever bought me bonds, I'm fairly confident my mom would have just taken the bonds. I don't know how bonds work, but like if you gave me money as a child, you think I had a fucking debit card? No, I would just give it to my mom, and then it was her money at that point. She would be like, yeah, I hold all your money for you, but I had no concept of how much money I was supposed to have. Like, I don't know. If I ran out of the money I already gave you on toys that I've had you buy me. Kids don't have money. Their parents have money. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm on the Treasury website where you could buy bonds, and it's very confusing. So it's 2.1% Series EE savings bonds though. So
I'm gonna be poor my whole life because I don't understand finances and it scares me, so I don't want to learn.
Yep. They're like 401ks. I'm like, not gonna do that.
I'm just really hoping to be hit like run over by a government vehicle at some point.
Get a nice payout.
That's about it. That's my one shot.
Yeah, I think the secret is to just have a bunch of gifts ready to go. Like have like 5 just random gifts at any given time that you can just grab and go. And then you'll always be like, I don't have to worry about this.
But like what?
Yeah, I don't know. You have to find random enough shit.
Like mine would just be like 5 different, like a scotch, a gin.
Yeah, like a bottle of wine. For kids, you give them a Visa gift card.
5 pounds of sunflower seeds.
Oh,
some
dude,
nunchucks.
What do I got?
I thought you could say 5 pounds of jerky. I was like, that would be a great one.
A bug salt gun. Got that. I got a balance board. I got a roughneck game ball.
A curling hat.
A picture of my dad and Bart Starr.
A can of manwich that's good until
Xbox 360 controller. These are hard to find.
Oh yeah, dude. That like the time I double ordered and then didn't realize I double ordered, so I ordered another Xbox headset. Now I have 4.
Well, at least if you break one, you've did this just become show and tell?
Well, these are some gifts.
I got a screwdriver.
Give him an Xbox headset. I'll give it to you.
This is a onesie that didn't fit me.
But then I also double ordered, so these are all Xbox headsets that I have.
A 12-year-old laptop.
Just sit here in this studio and don't get used because I already have another one that I also ordered because I'm an idiot. But like
there's a 3D
quit and break 2 headsets.
I don't know how well you can see it right there. That little green head poking out right there. That's a 3D printed Buddha statue with Master Chief's head on top of it.
So I actually do have that closet. So Robert, hit me up. I'll meet you up at work. I'll bring you one of the Xbox headsets. Like I don't have an Xbox yet. Don't worry about it. You get one.
Actually,
start.
You know what would be a good one to always keep on hand in case you need an emergency gift? Right there, bowling pin. Because everyone will be like, "Why the fuck would you give me a bowling pin?" You're just like, "Dude, it's just a unique, cool gift." Like, all right, who doesn't like? Everyone will take that. Because then people are like, "Why do you have a bowling pin?" I got no fucking idea.
When I'm around my my cousin's daughter is not my niece, but whatever she is to me. When I'm around my cousin's daughter, I will give her like $1 and I'll be like, "Hey, your dad said he wanted to buy you an Xbox, and so if you take this, he'll pay for the rest." And it's like you give him $1, and she's like, "Oh, Dad." And I did that, and my brother was giving her $1, and then my dad got in on it over the weekend. And, like she had like probably $15. He's like, you never even wanted an Xbox. They said you could take me to get an Xbox. He's like, once you give a kid like $1, like your dad said he wanted to buy you a Barbie. He's got the rest. It's like, what? No, that's $20. You just gave her one. It's like, no, she's jacked about it though.
Yeah, but I get to leave at the end of the night.
She's getting an Xbox.
I love parents get mad at that. They're like, "Why would you do that?" You're like, "What do you mean?" Because I get to walk away from the situation and I don't have to deal with it.
Home in 30 minutes.
It's funny to me knowing that the rest of your day is going to be shit. That's why I would.
But you make it an Xbox, so win-win. Huh? You could play that too. She's not gonna be up all the time. When she's asleep, you can play it. She's also like 5, so I don't really know how much Xbox she's gonna be playing. Probably gonna work out for you.
Probably just watch a lot of YouTube on the Xbox.
That too. All right, let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment. As I switched over it for a second, why do I have bonds up? I'm not interested in buying these.
James Bonds.
James Bonds, yes. This week's Comeback Kid segment is brought to you by Southern Star Brewing Company. Pat, will you tell our good friends about Southern Star Brewing Company?
I am in an especially good mood today because when I went by the grocery store, saw an old friend there, stormed the beaches, found a couple 6-packs of this delicious salt and lime beer, hammering these down. Also, finally got my hands on some of the hoppy elixir. I'm so excited. After I finish this beer, I'm cracking into this one next. You don't want salt and lime beer. You want something just straightforward, regular beer. Of course, the Bombshell Blonde, the flagship, the classic. We got Texas Punch, Buried Hatchet Stout. I still got some of the pumpkin beers over here. Those always go down great. Whatever you want, Southern Star is going to have something for you. You like mimosas? Boom. Southern brunch. If you say it doesn't taste like mimosas, you're an absolute liar, and I hate you. It's a little strong. But you know what? I stand by it, because if you don't like Southern Star, there's something wrong with you. Even if you don't like beer, boom. Like we said, hoppy elixir. Got this on top now. No excuses. Actually, not long ago, I kind of going off track here. It's not really them. It's their mead one. The Potion and Hammer. No, that's not it. Skull and Potion, something like that. They make meads too. The black cherry one. Get your hands on that one. Absolutely delicious. Or go by the tap room. They've got them up there. You can try those. Also, there's always tap room exclusive beers going on up at Southern Star. And make sure you mark your calendars. Coming up, what is it? 2 weeks now?
March 18th.
2 weeks. March 18th.
Saturday, March 18th. You get St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day, and then we're going to keep the St. Patty's Day party rolling with the Darling Like a Marlin 3 beer release. It's an IPA, Darling Like a Marlin 3, Return of the Marlin. It will also be the re-release of Southern Star's Echo in Conroe and their quinceañera, their 15th anniversary. It's gonna be a fucking party. Like, I know we're gonna all party on St. Patty's Day, but like, save a little bit in the tank. Save a little bit in the tank, because we're just gonna it's gonna be a 2-day party. It's like a festival. It's a St. Patty's Day festival. We're day 2, and Southern Star is the headliner of it.
Hey, Uber up there, little hair of the dog the next day. Fucking get it going right again.
Not want that? Why would you? Who wouldn't want that? And then also this Saturday, March 12th, at 1:00 at Southern Star, they have a benefit to help Hazel, who underwent cancer. She just went to St. Jude and got treatment. It looks like she's hopefully on the recovery path, but they have silent auctions, raffles, food trucks, live music. You can go and just check out the Help Hazel or Help Us Help Hazel on Facebook. Gravy Gang or Brett Brandon is one of the people kind of in charge of this. It's for a good cause. They're just kind of raising some money. This little girl's kind of going through a lot right now. But the Help Us Help Hazel benefit this Saturday, March 12th at 1:00 at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. But like, we railed on like the next 2 weeks. There's all kinds of stuff going on at the brewery. There's always going to be cool stuff at the brewery. D's Cooking's always up there. You better be up there when we are at Darling Like a Marlin, because my favorite crawfish of all time. I can't wait to. You remember he had pickles in it last year? That was nuts. There pickles in the whole boil. That was wild. Number 1 in my power rankings through 163 now weeks of consecutive crawfish. But yeah, Southern Star Brewing Company. If you're drinking a Southern Star, tag them and tag us at Southern Star BC, at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Tag us at Pass Grade Pod. Let them know you support the people supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world and the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. First Comeback Kid this week is Pyramids, because they found some shit in the Pyramid of Giza, I believe. They found this chamber they didn't know about. And I think it was like 9 meters long, and there was stuff in it, and I read about that, and then I just got sucked into like that Wikipedia wormhole you get sucked into sometimes. I'm like, pyramids, Giza, ancient or 7 wonders of the ancient world, and then all of the conspiracy theories surrounding pyramids. And I went down that rabbit hole where I just was scrolling on my phone for about hour and a half. It felt like, just reading all these weird, like, did aliens build the pyramids? How were they built if they weren't built by aliens? And I don't know, man. I learned a lot about pyramids in the last 48 hours, I feel like. But it was a wild ride, and you just don't think about it. I'm like, pyramids always there. What's up? What's the deal with pyramids? You know?
How big is a meter?
I think it is 3 feet. That's a yard.
Okay, so it's a 27-foot long.
Is a meter like a British foot?
If it can't be 3 feet. That's a fucking yard.
That's what I said. I just said that.
A meter is 3.28 feet.
See, I told you it wasn't 3 feet. It was 3.28. Stupid.
Slightly bigger than a yard.
So it's basically it's 10 yards. They just discovered a new corridor or a tunnel.
But it's been there for
10 yards long.
So fucking long.
It's fucking 10 yards.
Did you know that we are closer to the time that Cleopatra lived back when she was in charge of Egypt, Queen Cleopatra, than she was to the building of those pyramids?
Damn, I've heard that like 100 times, and it still blows my mind every fucking time.
Wild, bro. Pyramids.
Dude, her and Julius Caesar, fucked.
Wild, dude. And then he made the salad right after.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted something light.
They were fucking, and he was like, speaking of tossing salad, I've got an idea.
I got just the idea. It's going to revolutionize the culinary industry from this day forward. And boy, was he right.
I've got a creamy dressing. What are you going to call it, Caesar?
No, maybe not for me. Probably like, great idea, dude. Great idea. But yeah,
maybe
Caesar
was just a bro. That's what it is.
I didn't go down the like conspiracy theories. I mean, I read the conspiracy theories, but like there's like Reddit threads and forums and shit you can just go like debate with, and I didn't get into any of that, but like I definitely read some of it, and I can see how people get sucked into the pyramids. I'm like, I don't know, like could aliens have made them? I don't think aliens made them, but like some people bring up some points. They'll choose to say that they did not, but it's like that's some weird.
I haven't
shit.
seen
Like, why pyramids, bro?
I haven't seen a believable conspiracy theory in so long. Like maybe they did run out of good ideas for them, but also maybe I just got older and more jaded. So like shit that was plausible when I was a kid. Now, if I heard it, I'd be like, that's fucking stupid. What?
Yeah, you just poke holes at it faster.
Like I came across one recently where it was, I don't know, basically saying that all architecture, like famous architecture in the world, it had been done before by an ancient civilization that was washed away by a mud flood. And I was like, who believes this shit, but who comes up with that? There's a giant mud flood and all governments have covered it up, because if you look at the White House, underneath the White House, the pillars go down farther. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about, you absolute morons? I wish I could still believe in conspiracy theories, but like, they're all idiots. I'm talking big ones like that. Everyone will call everything a conspiracy theory now. We're like, no, that's just an opinion.
No,
like,
but
you gotta
really,
be crazy.
The only like logical sense of what happened with the pyramids is like dinosaurs. When you look back at it, like those guys were big enough to like move shit. Like they didn't have bulldozers, they didn't have cranes. Have you seen the Flintstones? Maybe the Flintstones weren't not that far off, and maybe they had some sort of Flintstone setup with like brontosaurids were used as cranes. Fred and Barney clocking into work, going to the construction site with their little stone wheels and their cars. Like then they built the Great Pyramid of Giza. Like I think that is probably the most logical thing as to how we built the pyramids, right?
No, they poured water on the sand to make it easier to drag across. That's how they moved the blocks. I saw that a while back. Fucking blew my mind. Actually, that might have been Mythbusters.
Also, slaves is the real answer.
Well, of course.
The pyramids were built. A lot of people were like, well, just the manpower. How is like, well, like they didn't really have a choice. Those people didn't really have a choice.
Might have been Bill Burr who said,
how do you build them so well that they bad things happen?
You just throw human pain and suffering at them until they're done.
Yes. Which not validating, not saying good.
No, that's just how things were done.
That's how it happened.
I think the Great Wall of China was built by volunteers. Nope.
Yeah, they didn't want to be there.
Nothing great was built by people that wanted to be building it.
Further you dig back, further you don't want to dig back. It's fucking cool as shit to look at now. Let's just not think too much into it, That's what I kind of got.
Pretty building. Leave it at that.
That's cool. Look at the angles. Done with that. But yeah, pyramids are back.
Good to know. Oh.
I also saw that fruit was back with the two of you guys, because we were doing a little chitting and chatting before the pod started. And you guys said fruit is back in a big way.
Yeah. I on a whim bought bananas, and these were big ass fucking like I don't remember bananas being this goddamn big. I mean, these were easy foot longs. Or longer than that. I don't know. How long is a normal banana? Whatever. Bought one, housed it. Immediately, I was like, I need another banana. Back on bananas. I'm become a big fruit guy.
Bananas are a good like breakfast. Like you can just grab it and go.
Or even like a good lunch. You just say, oh, I'm gonna have a healthy lunch. I'll do that at work sometimes. I would just grab an orange out of the back, eat that, make a banana now.
But bananas, you don't get like you get orange hands. You got to go wash your hands. You know, you can't have to eat an orange in the car unless you got the proper like cleaning tools. But like I always liked like you can eat a banana in the car and then you feel like Mario. You can just toss it out.
Don't mess with Texas.
No, it's not littering because it's biodegradable.
Don't mess with Texas.
You're not messing with Texas if it's biodegradable, bro. It's not paper.
Also,
it actually is good for the soil.
It's nature's pocket pussy. Don't throw it away.
Exactly. Watch the show Weeds if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, I'm all. Also, bananas super weird. They're the only thing in the world that has the consistency of a banana. Nothing else has that consistency.
I mean, I think you can say that about a lot of things.
But like the other things are similar.
Insert what it is.
Like pears, apples, they're like nothing. Like it's just weird. Banana, it's soft, delicious. Also, there's the plus side of bananas that when you're eating a banana, you bring your friends joy because then they get to make blowjob jokes.
Yeah.
What about a semi-frozen Go-Gurt?
Not the same consistency. Because also then it's cold, so like it feels different in your mouth.
If it's a cold banana.
Like it's got to hold its form, but be like, I don't know. I'm just saying somebody is probably at home like eating something right now like this. This is but I don't see that. So I don't know. I'm going to stick by my thing. And also that leads me to believe bananas, magical fruit. If you're the only thing on the planet that has a consistency, I think that's magic. I don't have any scientific data to back that up or even reasons why it would be magic. It's just something I believe, and I believe it strongly.
Well,
also Robert likes plums, so we got that going for us.
How'd you come to plums? Like how'd that become the
I used to eat a lot of plums as a kid and just not realizing that they had a lot of fiber. Like I would eat a lot back to back. So it has always have to poop afterwards, and I never put the connection together.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and until my mom like made fun of me because I had to poop or something. I don't know, and so I just stopped. Okay, no more plums, never again. And then last week at HEB, and I saw some plums. I'm like, you know what? I like plums as a kid. I haven't had plums in years. I'm gonna just get a couple. I'm like, oh, these are good. I finished them like the next couple of days. So and today I went to HEB. You know what? Instead of 2, I'm going to get 4 plums. I doubled my plums.
You ate them all at once. And you had to poop.
I have not eaten them all at once. I've learned my lesson. But I also got some peaches. I'm into peaches again, too.
Like peaches.
Yeah.
I know we've done mock draft of fruits before, but we should do a mock draft of fruits we hate.
I don't have any fruits I hate.
Just fruit sucks.
Mm.
I know we have to pick weird ones. Maybe it's not a good idea. I don't know.
But then, like, I don't know.
Like, I like
Robert
peaches.
would probably get pretty homophobic with that, and I don't want to go there.
Or you might be the one that we need to worry about on that.
Yeah.
Not me. That's not in my personality, but it is right up Robert's alley.
You know Robert. Yeah, dude, fruits are back. Maybe I need to go to the store and pick up some fruits. Emma bought a thing of fruits for those to put in mimosas we made this weekend.
Yeah. Also, because when you're eating fruit, you're like, dude, I'm being healthy.
I'm healthy. It's nature's candy. I like to say that to myself.
I actually said that to myself earlier today.
Nature's candy. I'm like, dude, this guy gets it.
I was sitting there as I was eating the banana. I was like, all right, I got to keep buying these because this is delicious. And I was like, well, eat a bunch of fruit. Can't really do low carb because fruits naturally have carbs. So it's like, now I got to come up with a fruit diet, but that's good because it's nature's candy. So it's already sweet. And I was like, you got me right there.
Dude, fruit bats, they live on fruit. They're fine. They're fucking fit as shit.
Bats are, they're scary, but bats are pretty fucking cool.
But they're scary because they're so fit, maybe, also.
Yeah. And they've got like human penises, but like small. You ever seen a bat's penis? It's weird.
They're just like 50 Cent in the club video in the beginning where he's just doing the pull-ups.
Robert, I know you don't want to do this, but I need you to Google bat penis right now.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Come on, it's weird.
Google 50 Cent into club video instead, because that's also cool.
That is cool. Fuck it, you guys at home, if you haven't seen it before, Google a bat penis. You might find some Batman porn. Skip past that, but they're weird. I've never seen an animal whose dick looks that similar to a human's.
I don't really
Also, there's a good chance that I'm
personally.
I mean, dog. Really, I'm just comparing it. It doesn't look like a dog's dick. That's the only other dick I have for reference.
Doesn't have a little red rocket.
Horses, elephants, their dicks look weird. Bat, normal looking penis on a weird animal. The fuck is going on today?
Bat talk. And pass the gravy. Join us next week. We're gonna break down moths.
What do their dicks look like?
That's a new site we're gonna do. Hey, what do you think that animal's dick looks like?
That's what we just do a report on a new animal every week. You bring some facts, Robert brings some facts, then I tell you all about their penises.
I didn't think that's what they'd look like, but I was surprised. The Joneses are back. Was anybody with the last name Jones? Big week for them. John Jones over the weekend went back into the octagon for the first time in 3 years and proceeded to just submit Cyril Gane within like not even 2 minutes. It was over quick.
Are we going to find out in 2 weeks that he tested positive for steroids and cocaine again?
Probably.
Now we play the waiting game because it's happened.
That's the 2 times already.
But it's like each one of his last 4 fights, he got popped for something, right? Something like that.
But I know
whether
like
it was
NBA fights, but it is hilarious. Where he's just like, dude, I don't fucking care. I'm still gonna do it.
And it doesn't hurt his career at all.
I don't give a shit because we're like, hey, he's still gonna like nobody's gonna beat him.
Nobody cares if he's on steroids because everyone knows he's still the best anyway.
But they're like, Cyril Gane is he's a weight class up from John Jones. So John Jones had to like add weight, and so he's probably not gonna do better than this. Cyril Gane,
he looked pudgy.
He didn't look like he had like dad weight. And then we just forget that dad weight gives you dad strength a lot of times. And I'm pretty sure he just choked him like he was standing up. It was a pretty good fight card I had.
So long.
I watched it with some people and it was a lot of fun. I did not make very much money off of it because I'm an idiot when it comes to UFC betting. But it was a good card. And then John Jones just was like, oh, fuck, that was over fast.
He's the GOAT. He's the best of all time. Nobody can fuck with his shit.
He's also the best cocaine fighter of all time.
That's actually an interesting. Is he the best cocaine athlete of all time? Like you got it. There's Darryl Strawberry, basically anybody on that Mets team.
Is that our mock draft next week?
Cocaine athletes?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Robert, don't take Len bias, man. That's not cool.
You can't do that.
Don't even know who that is.
Good.
That would be a fun one, though.
I'm writing it down.
I don't know how we work. I think we would just have to call it cocaine athletes because if we tried to get into best athletes that were convicted of using a substance
of cocaine athletes, that's super easy, and it's just like, have they ever done cocaine? Yep. All right, they're up for it.
So basically, if you can't think of anyone, just go back to that '89 Mets team or the '90s Cowboys.
Yeah, 80s, 80s, early '90s.
But specifically that Mets team and the Cowboys,
or just any player that's ever played in Miami.
Sam Hurd.
Or any Colombians. Any Colombian.
That's culturally insensitive.
I would like to who's the starting, like whoever Colombia's national team is, like their captain, that guy. Pablo
Kogi Rodriguez.
Not the other Pablo, the soccer player. 2 Pablos.
I never saw that. I need to watch that.
Cocaine athletes mock draft coming up next week. But yeah, the Joneses are back because John Jones beasted it on Saturday, and then actually yesterday, on Tuesday, Daniel Jones, our king. The king is back. The king is officially back. He re-signed with the Giants. It was $160 million over 4 years, which is like $40 million a year for the life of the contract. I think $82 million was guaranteed. People were shitting all over the contract that he got, saying they overpaid for him. And it's like, well, I think he's a pretty consistent quarterback in the NFL, and you got to kind of pay for what a quarterback's worth. And that's what the market is. And I saw a bunch of the hate was like, he's now making more money than Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts and Tua. And there was just a bunch of guys on their rookie quarterback deals. Like, well, yeah, that's how that works, man.
Yeah.
Your first contract, you don't make as much as your second contract. So
that's
why it is that way.
And 40 million isn't 40 million anymore. Like, remember when when did Dak get 40 million? 3 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was we all said he's not worth 40 million. I still don't think he's worth 40 million. Daniel Jones, I'm like, I don't know, but where contracts are now, 40 million isn't bad. The salary cap's going to keep going up because football's not going to stop making money.
And they have an out after 2 years. So if he doesn't perform for 2 years, then like they can basically get out because that's where most of his money goes. And then that's basically, if you look at it that way, then they franchise tagged him for 2 years, but it wasn't as expensive as it would be to franchise tag someone for 2 years. So you kind of just did that, and you didn't have to go hunting for a quarterback for 2 seasons at least. And then hopefully you don't have to for 4 seasons because he's going to pan out like I always said he would.
Yeah, and you've got 2, maybe 3 years of Saquon still in the back half of his prime, but what could still be his prime years.
He's franchised too, so we were able to franchise tag Saquon.
So, but they're trying to go for it now.
King Danny, well, they're trying turn it in the right direction. But King Danny is back, and the big week for the Joneses. The Joneses, there's white hand and black hand meme, and the black hand is John Jones. The white hand is Daniel Jones, and the middle hand part is Jones making money or getting that bag. There we go. There's that meme. So the Joneses are back, and then guns are also back this week because guns are fucking hot in the streets of the NBA and in strip clubs, and specifically with Ja Morant, who he's just posting videos with guns. It's probably not the best move. Move. Plexico Burris was like, bro.
I was gonna say it, and he was smart enough not to take any videos. Granted, they didn't have the same phone capabilities back then.
Shoot himself in the leg with his own gun, though.
Yeah, he was dumb enough to shoot himself, but he wasn't even dumb enough to take videos of it. That's how dumb it is.
Probably it happened so fast they had to go to the hospital after that.
Yeah. But yeah, he flashed the gun. There was another time where like he pulled a gun on a 17-year-old or like
kid.
Yeah, well, he's at 17.
That's true.
It's not like he pulled a gun on a 12-year-old.
Right.
But then also
the
punched
kid was
him in the
talking
face.
shit
like,
to him at a
times.
basketball court, and he was like, he went inside and got a gun. It's like, all right, man. The guns are back. I guess Ja Morant also back. I just thought guns sounded cooler.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy's a fucking idiot. He's trying to fuck himself out of hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's such a cool name.
But then he's also like 21, so like he's will blow over.
Kids will be kids.
They announced today they're not gonna charge him. So it just goes away now. It goes away, and he gets to resume his career, and hopefully he just doesn't do anything stupid again.
Perfect. See, we see the best in him.
And everyone in Memphis has a sigh of relief.
Guns and basketball, very, very high with Alabama's basketball team the last couple weeks.
Sheesh.
Jeez. Guns back though. Next comeback kid we got is women because it is International Women's Day. So hey, well done all you ladies.
Hey ladies, let me be the first to say Happy International Women's Day.
And also let me be the first.
No, you're second because
International Women's Day. Too.
Ladies.
Robert, would you like to be the first to wish them Happy International Women's Day?
Yes, I would like to be the first to wish them Happy International Women's Day.
You guys are scrubs.
We thank you guys or gals. We thank you gals for respecting Manuary. This is your day.
Yeah,
Queens.
we appreciate it, broads.
Go out. Whoa. Hey, don't say things like that.
Whoa. That's a term of empowerment.
It's their word, not ours. All right. But yeah.
Here's to you, bitches.
Happy International Women's Day. So we're going to be doing a mock draft of women today to show that we respect women the most.
When you say it like that, it sounds bad. Hey, to honor women, we're going to choose you. That doesn't sound
mock drafting them.
We're picking women to honor them.
Picking women. We're picking our favorites. All right?
No, I'm just saying it sounds weird.
It does.
No, there's not. It just sounds weird.
But you know what doesn't sound weird is the Pass the Gravy WNBA Fantasy League, because the WNBA, I learned yesterday, is like 2 weeks away. Because we joked about making a WNBA Fantasy League, but I was like, shit, that's about to happen. It's about to start. So I created the Fantasy League. It's on ESPN, and it's the PTG Women's Supporters League. We are currently, actually, Pat, I did send you an invite, but I will remove your invite now because you were being a dick about not wanting to join.
Yeah, I want absolutely no part of this.
Fine, I'm removing you. Manager, removed.
Especially on International Women's Day, I don't find it appropriate to make fun of women's sports.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm supporting it because it's a $50 buy-in. There's 10 people that are going to play in the league, and that's $500. All goes to the winner. And I would donate mine to a women's charity if I win.
Is the women's charity going to be you're donating it to a woman's husband yourself?
No, I was thinking Planned Parenthood.
Bullshit. Don't lie to the people. You're going to keep it. You earned it.
I will show everybody a screenshot of my Venmo to Planned Parenthood, who I would assume has a Venmo. If not, I'll just drop it off in a brown bag. I'll do the old-fashioned way. I'm like, here you go. We can't just take donations like this, dude.
I personally think you should take the $500 and spoil your wife, but you know.
It's not a charity case, buddy.
I didn't say that. I said just do something nice for your wife.
Right.
I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you to do something nice for your wife, but here we are.
To the boys and girls club, I'd be like, can this only go to the girls?
Actually, that's a good idea right there. Take the $500, spend it on the boys.
No, on
get the boys together. Club,
just the girls though, because it's from women. For like, I'm helping younger women get to the WNBA, hypothetically. But
I think you should spend it on the boys.
My team is called the 19th Amendments, so super pro women, and it's just the PTG Women's Supporters League. I have currently, since Pat's spot is gone now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 participants. So I have 5 more spots that are available. Alex O, Brett Brandon, Chris Edge, and I also got my brother in on it. Are going to be in this $50 buy-in. If you want to be in on this, just hit me up at Alex J Middleton on Twitter and be like, hey, dude, I want to be in the fantasy WNBA league, and I will give 5 of you guys that opportunity. We're going to draft sometimes next week, and probably going to be an auto draft type situation for most of us, I would imagine, after like 30 seconds. And then that'll be our teams, and we can check them. We don't have to check them, but at the end of it, it's basically a 1 in 10 shot at $500. What you do with that $500?
The only thing I'm hoping that comes from this is you have a good team going, and then you lose a player to pregnancy, and I want to hear you get mad at a woman for getting pregnant. That's where I hope this ends.
I would never get mad at a woman for going through the beauty of creating.
I can see you right now. What, seriously? You couldn't wait till the off season? You couldn't wait.
Hey,
you do that to your teammates.
ACL. That's an ACL in the WNBA, pal. All right.
I just you're trying to frame this as a pro women thing. I can't wait to hear you yell at a woman because of this league.
I will,
which isn't very pro women.
I will not, but
okay, but what if not yelling at them is actually sexist because you're not treating them equally?
Big of me to support them because the league is even called the Women's Supporters League. So I'm just saying this is something you can throw on a resume. No one can ever come at you and say you don't support women. I actually am in a women's support league. It's also WNBA Fantasy League, but still it's a women's support league. And I'm a huge champion for women. And then if you win the league, you can be like, what? Like, it's hard to coach women? You can also do that. Like, no wonder Gino Ariema has been there so long.
REM is a bum. He couldn't even keep it going for 30 years. He only did it for 20.
Dude, yeah, he's washed, bro. South Carolina is the new head dog in women's ball. And having to watch the pipeline, the pipeline's coming up. These are the future people that can be drafted next year. In this league that hopefully goes more than 1 year, which it may or may not.
Well, speaking of college ball, Jim Boeheim's done after the year.
Syracuse is
I guess he wanted his little farewell tour too. All those old guys do that now. They want their farewell tour.
Well, he said at the end. This is the end of the year.
Oh, it is? I don't know college basketball.
Yeah, conference tournaments are like
March. This is March. It's March.
This is March.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not really a huge tour. He's probably not going to make the tournament. So
NIT.
But, again, at Alex J. Middleton, if you would like to be in the PTG Women's Supporter League, dudes only, $50 buy-in, and winner take all. So you're gonna get $500. Hit me up at Alex J. Middleton. Just say you want to be in the WNBA Fantasy League, and we'll get a draft together sometime next week. All right. Let's move on to the mock draft of women. Mock draft of women. WNBA players available in this draft, obviously. So maybe I get practicing for my fantasy draft and just go all WNBA players. Last week we had our mock draft of excuses, and I thought it was just an absolute atrocity what happened at the ballot box. I told the guys before we started, I've never felt more confident in a pick. I've never.
I believe that's called hubris, my friend.
I had the top 4 on my power rankings that I got.
You were confident for no reason.
No chance I lost. Boy, did I. I did lose. Pat won. He had 60. No, you have 48% of the vote. I had 30.
I was supporting women a week before you were. I just want to point that out.
I had 48% of the vote. You had 32%, and Robert.
Nope, you said that backwards. I had 48. You had 32.
I had I had 48%. You had 48. I had 32.
There you go.
20. All right. So on the season, Pat has 2 wins. Robert has 1, and I have none. We're going to go in reverse order of the finish from last week, which coincidentally is exactly how we drafted last week. It's going to go Robert, me, Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat, me, Robert. Snake draft style. Mock draft of women. Robert, 1-1. Who you taking?
I think Pat won't be happy about this. I'm going to take moms. Are we allowing that?
I don't think so.
I actually wrote down moms, but since I can't have it, I don't want to allow it.
You wrote it down. There it goes. It goes.
I wrote down moms, but I wrote moms question mark. Mom's question mark right here. See.
Also, how many people are like me? I love my mom. I don't care about most other people's moms.
You can only take your mom.
Okay, if that's the case.
Wait, I mean, what's the girl that murdered her kid? That she was also a mom. So that also includes her.
Oh,
includes the bad ones too. Not Andrea.
I keep thinking Jodi Arias, but she was the one that stabbed her boyfriend.
They just made a show about her.
I considered that. I was just going to take a bunch of women that snapped and killed men, and I was like, this might be another way to shore up the woman vote again, like I did last week.
All right, Robert. So moms is out. I'm crossing that off, but I absolutely going to try to take moms first.
All right, for crossing out moms, and I think I'm going to go Rosa Parks first.
Good pick.
God damn it. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about Rosa Parks too. That's a good one. I'm going to go Betty White just because it's like everybody likes her, right?
Still would. Oh, wait. No, never mind. She died.
R.I.P.
Never mind. Never mind. It's like would have until the day she died. Would have until the day she died. Okay. I don't know if either of y'all, the 2 people that you picked, had ever won Woman of the Year. Believe it was Time Woman of the Year. I'm taking Caitlyn Jenner. First pick, Caitlyn Jenner, stunning and brave. It's my first pick for woman. Right. My next pick, I'm going fucking Pam Anderson, the greatest sex symbol of the 90s, put me and countless other boys through puberty. I mean, she really put the team on her back with Baywatch.
Yeah, first porno I remember really watching. The first porno that I remember.
Dude, Pam and Tommy.
His boat horn with his dick. That was great.
Yeah.
Just Pamela Anderson being hot.
Dude, Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson off the board. Back to me then. Whew. I think I'm gonna go with Oprah. Who doesn't like Opes? Gotta go Oprah. She's one of the goats.
Okay, you say so.
Pretty solid team, if you ask me. Robert, you got 2 right here.
Okay, I got 2. All right, if that's the case, I'm gonna go Serena Williams.
That's good.
Yep.
Serena Williams.
Wondering how long she was gonna stay on there. Yep.
I did have her as well.
And then I'm gonna go Jennifer Lawrence.
She's cool.
People like her. She's relatable.
I mean, some people like her.
I don't hate J-Law. What do you got against J-Law?
I don't. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that don't like her.
Well,
all right. We'll see how it goes.
Looking at one of them right here. I think
me either. I like J-Law. I like J-Law.
I'm going to take Beyonce because just fucking she's Beyonce, bro. Girls run the world. Everybody knows that. She tells all the women that. She tells all the single ladies things. She speaks for the women. She is a woman. Perfect pick for the mock draft of women. Beyonce, 3rd round steal, I think.
Okay.
You got 2 to wrap it up for your picks, Pat.
I'm gonna take. Let's see. I've got. I'm gonna go Amelia Earhart. Absolute pioneer. You know.
Kind of a shitty flyer though. Didn't
really get the job done, but you know. Punchlines for men for eternity. So. Amelia Earhart.
And for the random lists.
Dude, I still have. I told you, not one of mine that I wrote down have you guys taken. I knew all mine were safe, and now I'm in a weird fucking spot. Okay, I'm gonna go way back.
Way back.
Ooh, should I go badass or hot?
Less misogynistic if you go badass.
Okay, we're gonna go Joan of Arc. Fucking badass
shit. I know she did a bunch of shit, but what did she do?
I don't know. She was French, and like I think she helped like lead an army. I don't know.
No, I mean that makes sense.
Joan of Arc. I'm gonna laugh so hard if I win this week.
I mean, solid pick, I guess. Oh, dude, I can't believe she's around right now, but I'm gonna go RBG. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's the queen. Huh? Come on. Greatest Supreme Court justice of all time, not to get political or anything, but like, come on. RBG in the 4th round. Tell me that's not a steal.
Oh, Sleepy Ruth.
Oh, Sleepy Ruth. I think, and that's the. Okay, no, 2 of my people aren't dead. 2 of my people are not dead.
Oh.
All right, Robert, last pick.
This is my last pick.
And then we'll get to honorable mentions.
All right, you guys tell me if this plays. Mother Earth.
Fuck, I was thinking about that was.
I think that plays.
That would have also been mine. That absolutely plays. It absolutely plays. I had that written down too, and I was debating about going with. That's solid.
I was surprised we didn't go fictional at all.
Well, I was going to also. I mean, that's sort of fiction, but it's also real.
I almost did, but I see. I don't know. So honorable mention Helen of Troy. That's where I was going. Badass or hot. I don't know if she was actually a real person, so maybe that's fictional. I almost went Helen of Troy, and then also I left off one of the goats, but I had already taken Pam, so it was Jenna Jameson.
Jenna Jameson's good.
Yeah, I mean, pioneer.
Harriet Tubman. I had Harriet Tubman and Sacagawea.
Hill Dog. Yeah, again,
Hill Dog. We stay away from the politics, and then I did RBG just because she was sitting there at 4th. I put God because God to me is a woman. Personally, that's just my personal beliefs. Nobody can take that away from me.
I had Princess Leia, Princess Peach.
Those are all good.
And in that same vein, I had Mamma Mia from Mario.
Would have to. Or the musical would also have to play as well, I think. I put Adam's Rib, which is the OG woman. If you really think about it.
That's good. Chelsea Manning.
Didn't want to make it about me.
Espionage.
Who else was Taylor Swift?
T-Swizzle, yeah.
Spears, Shakira, J-Lo.
Oof.
We could have just a draft of Jennifer's. Jennifer Aniston.
Carmen Electra. I'm really stuck in the 90s on mine.
I almost took, you were saying fictional, but I almost had Rosie the Riveter down. She was starred as like one of the possible to take. I was thinking, I didn't know how I was going to go. And I was like, she was
Lois Griffin.
One of the most iconic women there is. She's the mascot of my fantasy WNBA team, actually. The 19th Amendments. Maybe I'll sell jerseys. I don't know.
I should have taken Wendy Testaberger.
I don't think you would have won with that one. Helen Keller.
Shout out. Fucking what's her name? Had to hide. Wrote the diary. Anne Frank.
Just said that.
So I was writing. It was probably when I was writing down something else you said.
Rihanna.
Riri.
Lady Gaga.
Zoe Deschanel.
Roosevelt. Yeah. So I pretty much just like name as many women as I can think of. But have you seen that Billy on the street where he's like, quick, name a woman, name any woman for $1. Name any woman. And some girl's like, I can't. And the girl next to her's like, my mom. And he's like, here's $1.
I love that
one.
one.
Think of any woman ever. You couldn't think of any woman in the world. She was like, my mom. Yeah. That easy.
Emma's a woman.
Emma. I didn't want to seem like I was being biased.
And Sam.
Obviously, she's number one in my power rankings. For the mock draft, not eligible for the draft, technically.
What was her name? Deanna Favre. Strong lady, been through a lot. Shout out.
Yeah, that's all I had. Say Cher.
Dolly Parton. How did I fucking leave off Dolly Parton? That's screwing the pooch right there. Patsy Cline.
To recap them, my drafted women. Robert had Rosa Parks, Serena Williams, Jennifer Lawrence, Mother Earth. I had Betty White, Oprah, Beyonce, and RBG. And Pat had Caitlyn Jenner, Pam Anderson, Amelia Earhart, and Joan of Arc.
I forgot to also honorable mention Billie Jean King.
Billie Jean King, yeah. That's who Michael Jackson wrote the song about.
Was that really who that was about?
Yeah. Billie Jean is not my girl.
I mean,
she wasn't into him.
You're probably lying, but also I could just see him being like, I mean, her name Billie Jean, that was an inspiration. It's not about her, but obviously, but you know.
No, it was about her.
I don't think either one of them were each other's cup of tea, dude.
Right, no, but like Michael Jackson wrote it about her.
I don't think it's written. I think she was inspiration. It being written about her is a little different. I think very obviously any child of hers would not be his.
No, but what like a lot of people don't know is like Smooth Criminal. Annie, are you okay? He was asking about Billie Jean King, and he swapped.
I fucking hate you so goddamn
much. The record producers made him swap the names, and so it was just Billie Jean ended up being the other one. But the song "Annie, Are You Okay?" Smooth Criminal was really about Billie Jean, where he's like, "Are you all right?" And that was when she was struggling in her tennis career. A lot of people don't know that. That's an unknown Michael Jackson fact.
If we were in the same room as each other right now, I'd take the screwdriver and hit you in the fucking knee with it.
No, you wouldn't.
I would right now.
I have a tomahawk and a salt gun and a sword.
I'm not
all within.
Well, first of all, I can see where you're looking in your room. So the sword would be next to me.
I could get this sword. No. The sword is over here, and I can actually grab the sword. But like, I also have this hammer. It's plastic, but still. It'll do some damage. I got a couple mic stands.
I'm going to say I also have a couple of mic stands and all these things are also within my reach.
Right at your head.
I'll just eat it.
You'd be out cold.
I'll eat it. And dodge it like that.
Cold.
Bam.
You'd be out cold.
Good movie.
There was Zach Galifianakis, right? He was in it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first.
Jason London.
I remember him.
Yeah.
The mock draft.
Me too.
Mock draft of women. I think we honored women perfectly.
Can we just do it again next week? I enjoyed that one. I want to keep mock drafting women.
Different women. No, we're doing cocaine athletes right now.
That's right.
That's our pending.
All right. Hope Solo.
I will put the I will put the mock draft graphic up on Friday around 1:30 Central Time. You can vote on it all weekend long. And best of luck to everyone, unless you don't vote for me. Moving on, let's do the What Would Jesus Do segment. We always tell you guys that they always told us growing up, at least the WWJD bracelets, we were like, what would Jesus do? They never gave us the answer to that. It should be more set up like a fortune cookie or a magic 8-ball. So we got fed up with it. We were just like, you know what? You ask us what Jesus would do. We will answer those questions for you. You hit us up using the hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassTheGreatPod, and we will answer your questions. Put Jesus in a setting if he were to come back in today's time, and we'll tell you what he would do in those said settings. @PassGreatPod, use the hashtag PTGWWJD. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If he wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do is from Quentin Hughes @Q. The Ace, he and his wife were actually, they watched the Roughnecks game with me and Todd Voss during the game this Sunday, and we're a good hang. Also, good luck because the Roughnecks won. But Quentin says, what would Jesus do if he was in a band but couldn't be the lead singer? I bounced around with this one quite a bit. I was like, maybe he's just the rhythm guy. He's the bass guy, but Jesus he's got his hands on a lot of plates. What kind of looks like plates? Drums, the top of drums. Maybe he's the drummer, but Jesus would not be either of those things because he is the Axeman. He's the lead guitar, and JC fucking shreds. He fucking shreds. He's like Slash, and just through the body of Christ, he's like fucking JC he's got the hair. It's perfect. He's a fucking lead guitarist. He's still the lead man. He may not be the front man, but he's the reason the band is good.
I wasn't sure what to go with, but as soon as you said he's an Axeman, it's funny you go to Slash because the first thing that popped in my head was Jesus playing the guitar solo on Sweet Child of Mine. It just immediately, that's what went in my head. Yeah, Jesus is lead guitar. Like you're right. Even if he's not the lead singer, he's not the guy up front right there. It's still Jesus. He's going to get your attention. And as much as I love drums and bass, superimpose Jesus' face on Slash.
Yeah, that we need somebody make that Photoshop. Maybe
all I hear in my head right now is like I'm just picturing Guitar Hero and Jesus.
Because like you can do drum solos, you can do bass solos. I get that, but like nothing's cooler than they're just fucking shredding. Now, I mean, I was thinking about going to, obviously, there's nothing sexier than the saxophone. And I was like, is that too sexy for Jesus to do that? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I also think Jesus would be a pretty sweet piano guy because I could see him being like at the gates of heaven. He's like just dabbling. But he's an Axeman. He's going to shred, and he's going to be the reason. You're like, fucking dude, Jesus rocked. All those signs that say Jesus rocks. Like, come on. Kanye wrote a whole song about it.
Jesus will throw down a fucking guitar lick so nasty, it'll melt your face like the Ark of the Covenant. There we go.
Exactly like that. And then, like, I was also thinking, like, maybe his guitar is just a cross.
Oh, well, of course.
Like, you know, it'd be too easy.
It's going to be a cross.
It would be too easy. Way too easy to make that happen. But yeah.
Or if he made it look like a hammer and his pick was a nail.
There's just so many possibilities.
Axeman, for sure.
He's an Axeman, absolutely. Lead guitar. Great question, Quentin @PassGreatPod. Hashtag PTGWWJD. Let's move on to the not cool segment. We like it when you guys write in with your not cools. We'll start off with those in a second, but there are a lot of things in this world that are not cool. One of those things will never be Little M air fresheners at littlemshop.com. littlemshop.com. You've been riding around one of those stupid little baby back bitch fucking green trees hanging on your rearview mirror. Rip those bad boys down, throw them on your passenger side floor and wait until you can get out of your car and throw them away properly, because we don't mess with Texas. Bananas don't count, but those things are absolutely messing with Texas if you throw those out. You're going to want to head over to littleemshop.com, and you're going to order 4, 5, 6 air fresheners. Load up on them because they're the best. They last forever. They're fucking awesome. And maybe throw in a keychain. Maybe throw in some stickers. Maybe throw in a little pocket mirror, ladies or fellas, whatever. Maybe you want to get a custom keychain too. I got a little Gravy King custom chain or custom keychain right here. You can get maybe a T Swift fan. They may have some T Swift themed keychains right there in the store as well. And if also you want to use our promo code PTG69 at checkout, you're going to get 10% off your order. If you spend $10 or more, you're also going to get free shipping. So you're going to get free shipping and $10 or 10% off your order when you use promo code PTG69 at littleemshop.com. You get anything from Little M Shop, tag us at PassAwayPod, tag them at Little M Shop and at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. LittleMShop.com, LittleEMShop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
So if you'd like to submit a not cool, if something happens to you throughout the week, may say, hey man, that's not cool. You know, there's little things that are not cool. You stub your toe, that's a not cool. If somebody were to throw this manwich can and hit you in the face, that's also not cool. We will pick some of the best ones each week and read them on the show from you guys on Twitter. And let's start off this week with Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston. She says, day one of driving my new car, I almost made it all day. I stopped to pick up my son from daycare. Bang, door ding. This is why I can't have nice things. Yeah, that like first ding on a new car is always like, whether you open it into anything or you just barely tap something, that's the worst. And I mean, like spin zone, you got it out of the way at least.
That's a good way to look at it.
You have a fairly new car. Like, do you remember the first ding where you're like,
I don't think
at least
I haven't put a ding in it yet. The only thing that kind of counts as a ding is on top of the car. There are little scratches because the neighborhood cats like to sit on top of my car at night because they're little fucking assholes. Yeah. But I don't have a ding yet in my car.
Well, like when you get it out, at least you got it out of the way, Danielle, right? Like that sucks. You get the brand new car, and especially on day one, never a great start.
Yeah.
Never a great
Sorry about that, Danny.
P's and P's about your car, but hopefully it bounces back and shows some grit and determination. We know it has. Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter says he applied a picture of this. So Robert, when you're editing this, please throw the image up with it so it's better understandable. But Josh says, as I'm opening it, so I can also look at the picture while I'm doing it. He says, I lost the key to this safe. This code thing never worked. The title to my truck is in it. And if I want to get legit one day, I'm going to have to get it. What's the point of working in a place where I cut metal if I can't break into a safe every once in a while? So yeah, it is like the old like hotel safe type where you got to type in the code. It's not like an old school one where you got to twist it. I'm assuming either the battery's dead in that, which is not great. I think if the battery's dead, can you put a new battery in it without opening it? I don't know. But yeah, that does suck. And then that was kind of a throwback to if I want to get legit where he doesn't have like a fucking inspection on his car and he's been just driving around for years without it. You probably need to get that out of the safe. You would think you would be able to cut it open, but it's also like, that's pretty cool for that safe, right? The safe makers are like, this is, you can't just cut through it. Right?
No, he wasn't saying what's the point of working in a place where I cut metal if I can't break into a safe. He was saying it as what's the point of working? No, he cut into it. He did it. He didn't fail. He got this done.
Cut into it?
Yeah. He said later on, like he got it.
Okay.
You read it in the negative where it's like, what's the point working in a place where I cut metal if I can't get into it? The way he meant it was, what's the point of working in a place if I can't get into it? He was like, yeah, I've got all these tools. This is what I'm going to do.
He does show that it's
So you see, it's a happy ending to a story. It's just annoying.
Okay. Well, I just had the first tweet that he had. I didn't see the follow up to it.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Yeah, that was it was.
Also, why didn't you film that? Because every dude in the world would love to watch a safe being cut into.
Yeah.
That's guy shit.
Yeah, it's tight. So maybe don't get that safe in the future because not as safe as you would think. I mean, you can cut through it, but I guess you can cut through a lot of safes.
If you have industrial metal cutting tools,
you
yeah.
Can cut metal professionally, yes. So Josh, let's write down if you want to add to our show notes, Josh Tree is going to be our safe guy when we pull off a heist.
Good call. He's the safe cracker.
Welcome to the Ocean's 11 group, buddy. We don't have anything in the works, but I have played Grand Theft Auto all the way through several times, GTA 5, so I know how to set up heists. I have a studio. I do not have like a heist setup room like they do in the Grand Theft Auto games, but like we could set up a map here and work something out. We've got to get like a logistics guy. We got to get just the smart, like we're in guy. That'll be Robert. We'll make Robert do that.
Tech guy. That's a tech guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the guy that during every planning meeting, I'm just like leaning against the sidewall, just like popping grapes in my mouth. Like I'm the guy that's always just like eating small things during the
Robert
planning phase.
But we've already added you to an Ocean's 11 crew, Josh Tree. He successfully cut through that safe. So I was like, add Josh to our Ocean's 11 crew. He's the safe guy. And then we decided you're the tech guy. So you're like, guys, I'm in. I got into the mainframe.
You're the guy in the chair. Very important role.
Okay.
Which, yeah, like we don't
do
get
that.
in without you. You can disable all the comms or whatever when we need you to. Look, we're gonna be going dark for 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds, guys, and then that's when we gotta scurry and get through whatever room it is.
You're definitely the distraction guy.
I'm Danny Oceans, bro. I'm Danny.
No, you are Scott Conn. You're Scott Conn. Like you're one of the distraction guys because you can draw a crowd to you and pull the eyes away from the people doing the real dirt. That's your skill. Don't be ashamed.
That's true. No, I could be that guy. I could be Scott Conn. Yeah. Okay. I just looked him up.
I don't know what guy I am. We'll find him.
Tweeter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say tweeter, but I wanted to actually give him his full name. I guess I would just be the other
All
guy.
All the other obscure references you do. That one that I would have got, don't do. Got it.
How do you fucking not know Scott Conn? It's Scott Conn.
I didn't know him all the time. He's Tweeter. He's been Tweeter he's been in like Hawaii 5-0 for his whole life, I feel like. That's Tweeter from Varsity Blue.
Also Entourage. Also, his dad is fucking James Caan.
Oh yeah, that too. I didn't realize. I did not put that together ever.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I did not.
The two short, angry guys that look alike and have the same last name.
No, dude, Scott's way prettier than James, and James is just like
I don't know, dude. Young James Caan, that was a handsome man.
Now I'm looking at just James Caan. This is where we get off the rails here.
Yeah, but like, don't argue with me on the sexiness of men.
Young James Caan just looked like Bruce Springsteen.
Very similar, actually. Yes,
just like Bruce Springsteen.
Because when I think of young James Caan, I do picture a denim jacket.
Robert, do you know who James Caan is?
No clue.
Well, he's from a lot of stuff, but you may remember him as the dad from Elf. And that's what I think a lot of people are going to remember him as. He's the dad from Elf, not the Godfather, which is what he's
not Papa Elf, the book dad. The dad who sells the books. Robert, have you seen Elf?
I don't think this is really about me. I think we are on.
I thought that was one of the ones you did watch. On
Josh's Tree.
Just the lack of any response when he said that. I was like, oh my god, Robert hasn't seen Elf.
But okay, I see how they look. Yeah, they do look alike when they have the side by side.
He was, Godfather.
I would have never looked at him and been like, oh, that's James Caan's son.
I mean, the fucking last name is probably what you didn't have to look at him.
Was he also related to the owner of the Jaguars?
Spelled differently.
I don't look at spellings of names, man. He was Tweeter. I didn't know his name until today.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
But that was our heist crew. Our heist crew. Josh Tree, you're into it. We haven't finished.
That proves that
what heist, but
right there, me and you, we are Tweeter and the other guy. Because right there, we would just do that in the middle of the casino, us arguing about something loudly, and the pit boss comes over, and our guys sneak behind him. There we go.
Yeah,
nailed it.
Then you go dark for 30 seconds, and then they gotta run in with the cart. Boom.
Also, I like to drive, and they're getaway drivers.
That's where you could you won't be our driver. We'll get a driver.
I'm a phenomenal driver.
We'll get a driver.
Fucking rude.
Distraction guy. We don't need to overwhelm you with multiple duties.
That's true. That's very true.
Just being a part of a podcast, being a third of a podcast, it's already a lot for you. So
it's so much.
Hey, we're trying to pull off a heist. I think 2 chores for you would be a lot. And if you're just the distraction, you could get the bolo tie, you could get the cowboy hat. Maybe we're robbing a casino. You could be Big Tex. That'll be just your name will be just Tex. I'll be Caleb Crawdad. I'm from Louisiana. You're the big oil.
We're big Texas oil, man.
We're basically just the scene from Always Sunny is exactly what I was. Would you like to buy some gasoline, ma'am?
Wild card. Yeah.
That was one of like the first episodes I saw. I think it was maybe the first.
It's a great episode to get you hooked.
Robert, they filled gas. There was a gas shortage, they thought, and so they just bought those plastic big trash cans that you see in like parks, and then just filled it up with gas, and then tried to sell gas to people door to door. While transporting it in a van that it spilled all over, and then
and they tinted the windows of the van, but they accidentally tinted the inside of it, so you couldn't see, and then they crashed.
And that's us explaining an episode of Always Sunny, which is already a podcast of Always Sunny people.
Okay,
where do we leave off? Moving on from heists. Next is Noe Guerrero at HTX Noe 2. It's been a minute since we heard from Noe. I think the last time I saw him was at, I want to say the office trivia night at Kobo's. But Noe says it's been 2 weeks since rodeo cook-off, and I completely forgot to submit my not cool. Burned my forearm on a barbecue pit, and the first pick is how it is now. The second one is how it started. Definitely gonna leave a scar. Yeah, so for Josh Trees and for that one, Robert, will you just throw the tweet up so they can see that? Because he's got a pretty bad burn. That fucking sucks, man. And that's like those burns are such a bitch where like they just hang for a while. Like, you get a cut kind of scars or just it grows back fairly fast, I feel like. But burns, it just like it sits there, and then you're gonna kind of have just that scarring for a while. I remember one of the first times when Emma and I started like talking when we were in college, I went and I picked her up, and she had dropped a not a curling iron, straightener. She had dropped a straightener on her thigh, and she still has a fucking scar from like where it burned the fuck out of her thigh, and it was just like bubbled up and just like it had that fucking burn mark forever, and it took so long to fucking heal. And like that's a fucking big ass one, dude. That's gotta be brutal. And then like anytime you set it on stuff, it gets sweaty sometimes. Like it's fucking gross to deal with, I feel like.
I still have a burn on my hand from college.
Yeah, dude, T's and P's, man. That fucking sucks. Yeah, I have a couple. I have one on my elbow. And
I was reaching into an oven to pull something out, and it just barely tapped the top of it, and it's just a tiny, but it's there. It just never healed.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have one that was right there. It's not, you can not really see it unless you like look hard for it, but it was straight up just trying to grab one of those like in college, just let me get this out of the oven. I'm not going to use gloves or anything because I don't cook.
Technically, this wart scar is also from a burn. It was frozen off, but that's also a burn. Yeah.
Which is not WD. Fucking, I know.
I think we
name for it. Yeah,
we need Adderall.
I am on Adderall, and I'm still not doing great right now.
I thought about it the other day. I was like, I might need to get back on it because shit's getting out of hand.
It's pretty great though. Like, so yeah, that fucking sucks, dude. Yeah, look at those pictures, guys. Watch the video version. Look at our YouTube channel, Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube. Just search that. Subscribe to us so you can watch all of the video versions of your favorite podcast, and you'll get to see all this stuff. I mean, you can go on Twitter too, but I like that you guys get to. It's a little bit more interactive. It's kind of like a slideshow. It's like a live slideshow that goes on way too long, isn't it, Robert? There's a couple slides. Most of them are just these guys rambling about nothing. It's like Seinfeld, but worse. All right. Next up.
Really thought Robert was going to say something there. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like he was building up for something. Okay, this is a serious one. This is from Paula Brandon at _Impala. Great Twitter handle. Paula says, yesterday I had a 1/2-inch incision cut and then a 7-inch 14-gauge needle shoved into my titty and fired into a lump 5 times. While necessary, it was a shitty titty experience. Check your boobs. Men too. Every year, over 500 men die of breast cancer. And then she gave us an update. It was benign. So, yeah, dude, Paul, that's some scary shit. And I was teasing you beforehand, but yeah, we were glad that you're all right. We're glad that it was benign. And as a dude, I can't imagine that. It's got to be absolutely terrifying to go do that. And then I know like the mammograms are just like they just squeeze the boob.
I don't understand that. There's got to be a better way. How have we not come up with a better way?
Well, like they also haven't come up with a better way than not have to like put their finger in our ass when we turn 40. So
yeah, but one of those is bad and one is good.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, we've come a long way, but not all the way.
I can't imagine like it's 2023 and the best we have to check your tit is we're gonna make your tit into a pancake, and then that's how we take a picture. I don't.
But it's also like we're gonna make your tit into a pancake so we can check and make sure you don't have cancer, which is like I think a lot of people are like,
yeah,
fair trade, okay. But yeah, go get checked. We actually talked about this on the Rod Ryan show this morning. Rod was going to get his yearly physical. And we were just like, hey man, people forget to get checked up. And I know as I'm looking at 2 guys that are probably not, I guess Robert went to the doctor. Technically it was a dentist, but they're also doctors.
Trust me, I check myself plenty.
But Pat hasn't been a doctor since NAM. So maybe
7 years.
Get checked out.
7 years. Hey, dude, we're this close to a decade.
Graduated Hogwarts, bro.
I need to really make it to a decade, and then we'll see there.
You're just trying to get to a full decade.
Yeah, why not?
Like, Doc, I don't need you.
And then once you do one, you might as well do 2. You know,
stick with the apples.
Bananas.
Yeah, I think I also haven't been to a doctor in like 7 years.
Yeah, definitely blows. If I didn't get Adderall, I probably would not either.
Hey, quick question though. I just saw the Astros in Venezuela about to play. Who is Jose batting for?
Venezuela.
I figured it would be, but like also, come on, man.
He's on their WBC team?
Yeah. He is their WBC team.
Oh, breaking news. Yeah. My Darling Like a Marlin 3 shirt just shipped. What?
Unpredictable.
What? It may get here in time.
Now we're false advertising that it won't get here in time.
Well, we just send it like, hey, you may get it in 2 years. Then it shows up in 2 weeks. They're like, all right, we undersold it.
It'll be there in 2 to 14 weeks.
That's pretty, yeah. That's like what Wish is. Wish, when you order shit on Wish, it's like, might be here this year, might be here tomorrow, but it also might be here in 2026. And you're like, cool. Let's just see. Let's see if this
your children will get this one day.
Work. Let's see if this ghetto phone charger I just bought for $3 is gonna show up at any time. We're sending on a boat tomorrow, but that boat's gonna go the opposite way all the way around the world while making 74 stops at different countries for a week each.
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Don't worry, shipping will only be $107.
But yeah, Paula, we're happy it's benign.
Glad you're all right.
I hope your titty feels better soon.
And go get checked, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, last one from you guys and gals. Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix says, her not cool is the driver that didn't know how tall his truck was and got it stuck under a bridge, causing a huge traffic jam until the police came and could help get it unstuck. Yeah, that fucking blows.
That's
going under. I always see the videos of it, and it's just like, dude, you had to know, right? Unless it's like a U-Haul.
I'd hate
like
that.
It's like a U-Haul, and you don't drive that. Like if you're driving a truck regularly, you know how tall the truck is, don't you?
Yeah, and the bridges tell you. I mean,
but again, that's
talking about all time bad. Like
that guy, we're like,
yeah, I was gonna say, as bad as your day is having to sit in traffic, that guy is fired.
Yeah, at least written up,
and probably gonna lose his commercial license. I would assume if you drive into a bridge, I don't know how your commercial license doesn't at least get suspended. So, but also, fuck that guy. He just caused a traffic jam.
When someone else's ignorance causes other people to have to wait, absolutely, that is definitely.
How do they get it out? Like, how do they get
it?
They
just like
go to the other side and kick it. They can get another truck and back it into it.
Yeah, you
like shove it out.
You just connect something to the hitch of a truck, and then the back of that thing, and you just got to pull it and unwedge it.
Or do you just push it all the way through the bridge?
Or do you just get a bunch of people?
Make it worse.
You get a bunch of weight inside the truck so that it sinks down more, and then you just back it up.
Or a jackhammer, and you have to jackhammer the whole road. That seems.
I don't think that one.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem likely.
Oh, you just get a bunch of Crisco.
Astroglide.
Yeah, just a bunch of whatever, any slippery kind of anything. You just put it on.
Ooh, bananas. You just throw bananas at it.
See if you can slide a bunch of bananas under the tire. You should call Pat. Pat, save all the bananas.
Bro, I'm gonna have so many bananas soon. I'm gonna keep buying bananas.
Start saving the peels, like tossing them outside, and then if people aren't buying them to like get stuff unstuck, then you can be like, it's a compost pile. So then you can grow stuff there and be like, it's actually better for you. It's organic.
I don't want to grow anything in my yard.
No, but like just make your sister do it and then sell it and don't tell her you sold it. Just like, those were really good cucumbers that we grew. And she's like, oh, Pat's eating cucumbers. Like, no, fucking sell it.
Which actually, by the way, also love cucumbers. You never have to work to get me to eat cucumbers.
I don't ever have a problem with cukes, but like,
dude, slices, a little hot sauce on there.
I've never just like craved a cucumber, you know?
Well, I mean, I throw it on every salad. It's a great salad.
If there's a cucumber in a salad, you're like, ooh. But also
just as a snack,
some cuke.
Slices with some Cholula and some lime.
A little pepper.
Great snack. You don't need the pepper because you already have the Cholula, enough pepper in that.
I use a little pepper.
Well, then you wouldn't use the Cholula.
Well, I usually don't. And I really haven't eaten a cucumber like that in a long, long time. That was poor me.
What if you ate a cucumber like a banana?
Poor me.
Fucking psycho. You go outside, you see somebody just holding a cucumber, just chewing on it.
Probably get some traction on social media at least.
You gotta make sure you peel it though.
Work on some reels with that one and see how much.
I'll fucking do it tomorrow at work.
Do it. Put on a reel. Go get some views. All right. Who wants to go first with us?
I'll go. I don't normally do this. I think Pat's done this a few times where like you'll do a not cool based on someone else. I'm gonna do a not cool based on my brother. There's a Resident Evil 4 game coming out. It's a remake, and he bought the collector's edition that comes with like a statue and what other stuff. And he just got an email today saying that it was canceled, and that exclusively from GameStop. And GameStop canceled everyone's collector's edition, those who bought in store and those who bought online as well. So he's just not getting that.
What was their reasoning?
Are they going out of business?
Probably no reason. There was a change in inventory.
See, dude, don't ever buy it through third party. Or was this only offered by them?
Only offered through GameStop.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing the company that was supposed to make all the busts just didn't do it.
They fucked it up.
Yeah,
they're like, we can't sell these.
Yeah, first I saw an article like yesterday saying that they were canceling all the orders that were done in store. I'm like, okay, well, I know that my brother did it online. And then he texted me today, showed me the email, like, oh, they canceled mine too. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like, it was a lot of money. Like, yeah, he's saving that money, but still, like, it was something he was looking forward to. I thought it was really cool. I'm like, oh, now no one gets it. Like, how do you mess up that badly?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fucking pissed if I ordered the next Halo that comes out and I'm supposed to get a Spartan helmet and then they just cancel it. That would piss me the fuck off.
That is some bullshit, man.
Extend my deepest condolences to him. I'm sorry. That sucks.
But yeah. You got refunded though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you got refunded. But still, it's like, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I know it's a lot of money, but I wanted it. Now I don't get it at all.
It was already in my mind. I wanted this thing. I didn't get this thing that I wanted. Now what am I supposed to do with the things I want?
They put the thing out. I wanted the thing. I got it. And then they said, you can't have the thing.
You can't tell me I have it and then I have the thing. I feel you.
It's bullshit, man.
It is some bullshit.
It sucks.
Fuck
what about you guys?
GameStop.
I'll
sell your GameStop. Sell your GameStop.
Yeah, if you're still holding on, time to get off.
Hey, the hold is over. What is it? Sell.
I had a couple. I've used this one a bunch. Happened again. Split my lip again. Fucking sucks. I hate it. It's annoying.
It's that like weird.
It's the same spot every single time.
But I feel like it's that time of year where it's like it is kind of chilly at times, but then it's also like the weather is kind of like fluctuating where it's like hot and cold. So it's just like my lips are fucked too. Like I feel like I have to keep applying chapstick and I have like dry fucking lips. And it's like I know like if I'm not applying the chapstick, that it's gonna have that same type of situation. You just had it, so it's gonna make it easier to happen again. That fucking blows.
Yeah. My next one, my favorite pen's about to die. Like I know I could just order more of them, but I just ordered more pens, thinking it was that one, but it was the bold version of it, so it's not as good, but still okay.
Throw them out. Order the other one. You don't deserve
I don't throw out
life with an unhappy pen.
It's still a really good pen. Well, once I use these, I'm probably just gonna break down in like 2 days and buy them again anyway.
Just buy them. The pens aren't that expensive.
That sucks. And then I keep fucking leaving my laptop charger at work, and it's fucking me over. So Friday night I did it. I didn't realize till I got home. Then I was watching Rough and Rowdy. It's an amateur boxing event, and my laptop died with like a fight and a half left, like halfway through one of the main fights. So then I had to watch the rest on my phone. That really pissed me off. And then last night, I left it at work again. And luckily, I was like, you know what? It's not actually a big deal. I got to drive back. I had to drive back out this morning. There was a pie place in Katy. My boss wanted some pies. And he was like, he brought up this pie place. I was like, oh, I'm going to go get some. He's like, oh, cool. While you're there, you can just pick these up. I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'll just drive them back out here on my day off, whatever. But I pick up pies. I drive them out to work. I hang out for a little bit. I head home. I get home. Realize I left my fucking charger at work again. So I've got no laptop today. I'm like trying to write shit down in my notebook, which normally I just write it on the laptop. It's fucking annoying. I keep doing it.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Yeah, and it sucks because like a lot of time at night, if I pull my Xbox into my room, I'll play something on there and I'll watch whatever NHL game is going on my laptop. Not a fucking option tonight. Can't do it.
It does suck.
Yeah.
T's and P's, bro.
So now I got to stay in my living room with 3 TVs.
T's and P's. Nothing worse.
Rough life, man.
Nothing worse than that. Than only having 3 TVs.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Mine. It's kind of been an ongoing one. My ribs. They're much better than they were, and I was like, I think maybe Thursday I'll start working out, and it was like my body knew I was getting ready to get back on that grind, and I think my body just doesn't want to get better because then this morning I sat up and my rib was just like, "What's up, dude?" Just moved a little bit again, and so I had that sharp pain. Like I could take a big deep breath, not feel like any pain at all from my rib, and now it doesn't happen. It's back again. So. Again, not like super serious. It's like probably a 3 out of scale of 10. But that just means I gotta go back to the fucking chiropractor. And I was like, I'm sick of doing this. I feel like I'm in that chiropractor's office all the fucking time the last month. So I was like, if I could take a week off and not be like, oh, this guy's here all the time.
I feel like
I'd be better.
You're failing to understand the basic problem that's going on here. You're in your 30s. Shit's just gonna hurt now.
Yeah. I need to get
it's not going to go away.
Shit hurting like that though. It's probably not good for me.
Like you probably need to get KT tape, learn how to use it, tape up your rib, and that's just your life now. Your rib hurts for the rest of your life now, dude. It'll go away for a little bit, but then it's gonna come back. That's life. Not looking forward to when something breaks down on me and that starts happening to me because I know it's coming.
It's not ideal, but hopefully maybe next week it's good to go.
Yeah, at least you're not going bald. You got that for you.
That's true. I am going gray though. I got out of the shower.
Gray's sexy though, dude.
There's so many grays. So many.
It's experience. Salt and pepper, baby.
Dude, it's too much salt though.
Nah, dude. Actually, I wish I was going gray.
If I am all gray,
I get like some white in the front of my beard. I don't have any gray. I wish I was going gray in my hair. That'd be dope. Gray hair is fucking sick.
White is gray.
Nah, there's gray. No, there's white and there's gray.
My wife
I just get white.
Like it's white. She's like, no, what do you think white hair is? Come on. It's gray. There we go. That's one. And then my other not cool is I have gone to 3 Roughnecks games in 3 weeks. And in those 3 weeks, I have lost 3 pairs of sunglasses. And I always have taken pride in how good I am at not losing sunglasses. Like I like good sunglasses. I get like there's a lot of people like I just lose them all the time. Like I'll break them. So I get the cheap ones. I'm like, I get that, but I like to have a good pair of sunglasses, hang on to that. I have a spot in my house. It's like always where I put my keys, where I put my wallet. I know whether it's like phone, wallet, keys, sunglasses. Even in the mornings on the way to work when it's dark, I'm like, nope, I leave it in my cup holder. When I get out of work, got my sunglasses ready to go. And I had some red ones that I would wear to Roughnecks games. And I lost those the first week. And then I had 2 pairs of Ray-Bans that I lost in the last 2 weeks, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? You gotta switch to the ones I use. They say it's lifetime replacements, but they'll replace it twice. But still, they're not that expensive. They're really good, and you get 2 free replacements. Well, not for you pay $8.99 shipping, but you get 2 replacements anytime you lose, and you can right away. You could just get them, and then you just go online and go, "I lost them," and they'll send you another pair, and you go, "I lost," and you'll get 3 right there. They don't ask any questions when they replace it. It's fucking good company. You should do it. Yeah, I mean, I like the ones that I have. Luckily, I have like a bunch of
they've got all different styles too
that people gave me over the years. I have like an Astros pair that I wore the other day, but like I'm in that limbo where I ordered more or another pair.
But see, that sucks though when you just use those ones that people give you because they're not good. They're cheap ones. When you go from good to cheap, you're just like, this sucks.
It's also just funny how much your eyes just get adjusted. Like, before my wedding, when I started running again, like it was like the first 2 weeks, like I would just like have to like squint when I ran because I don't like running with sunglasses on. I feel like I look weird, and like you just have to get used to being outside without having sunglasses on. And like I've gotten back to that point because I've been doing stuff mostly inside, and my rib has not really allowed me to do shit. Where it's like when you go back out in the sun, you're like, it's so bright. It's like with the cheap sunglasses, you're like, too much. And like, so I just bought the old ones. So yeah, I don't know. I've always taken pride in being able to hang on to sunglasses for a very long time. And I get that shit happens to them, but it's like 3 consecutive weeks at the exact same place. I have lost those sunglasses. So like
maybe there's just a sunglass bandit.
TDECU Stadium, there's 3 pairs of sunglasses that are maybe floating around there. From section 107, if anybody could find them, would love it if you guys could hook me up with those sunglasses again.
You just got to get the string where you can just hang them off your neck.
I don't know if I can pull that off. Maybe
the high school coach one. Mm-hmm. You got to get the high school coach one.
That might be the best one. Can I get the floaty thing on the back in case I drop them in the water?
Of course.
All right. I'm like a pink little floaty ball on the back of it.
All high school coaches have that too, because during the off season, they're just going and getting hammered on the river and they're wearing those same glasses.
Probably. But yeah, I can't hang on to sunglasses. So that's my not cool. But yeah, that's the not cool segment, guys. If you have one at Pass Grade Pod, use the hashtag PTG not cool. Then we will sift through those each week and we will read some of the best ones and then we'll tell you ours. Let's move on to the final segment of the show, the answers segment. We start the podcast off with the Precome segment where we give you our ideas, our thoughts, our questions, anything on our mind. We encourage you guys to send us your own thoughts, business ideas, anything of the sort. If it's a high idea, a drunk idea, anything like that. At Passive Grade Pods, where you hit us up, use the hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email them to us, but we do like Twitter is 90% of what we look at when we get these answers questions. So at Passive Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email them to us, answers@passivegradepod.com, or go to the contact us on the website, passivegradepod.com, and we will get Jesse to forward those questions to us at passivegradepod, though, on Twitter. And if you're not following us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and Facebook, go do that as well. But this is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question is from our podcast son, Skylar Lester, at OMG at Skylar. Yeah, at OMG at Skylar. And Skylar says, is it true that the U.S. government hired Stanley Kubrick to fake the moon landing, but Kubrick was such a perfectionist that he demanded that they film on location? I have heard that rumor before, and I will say yes.
I'm going to say no because it's counterproductive.
No, but I like that it's all staged, but it was staged on the moon, so then everybody's right.
I think we did go, but then they also hired Stanley Kubrick to film a fake one where they could, how everyone always says, look like the editing line, like one of them disappears behind it, showing that it's fake. They hired him to make a fake one with those little Easter eggs. So for years and years and years, conspiracy theorists would be like, that's not real. That's not real. That's not real. Keeping them away from the real bad shit that the government was actually doing. I think it was a psyop. We did it, but we also made the fake one. CIA, man.
I like where you're going with that. I do like the argument, just be like, no, we did film it, but they wanted to do it on location, so we went to the mill. So then it's like, well, you didn't go to the moon. It's like, well, we did, but it was still fake. But it was real, but it was fake. So like every side is like, well, I'm right though. And you're like, well, we're all sort of right. We're all sort of wrong too.
The dark side of the moon is just they got another Hollywood up there for the elites out there in California.
That's where Jeffrey Epstein's really at.
Oh, he's on vacation. You know it.
I saw
he's up
the
there
shuttle
on the moon.
logs.
Just bouncing children on the low gravity.
I heard Jimmy Kimmel was on that shuttle to that dark side of the moon 6 different times. No one's mainstream media's not even talking about it.
That guy became a total asshole.
I just don't watch him really.
He's just an asshole.
I know. If I watch late night,
not even a fun way.
It's Jimmy Fallon, just because I don't know. He's pretty chill, and then I like.
He went from.
Myers after.
We actually had some good ones the other day. Me and my buddies were talking about him, and just how I was like, dude, how do you go from the man show to what he is now? And then I came up with from girls on trampolines to women who have peens. I was proud of that one.
Good try on that one, at least.
Made me laugh. Hey, made the boys laugh.
Hey, well, I guess that's all that matters.
It's all that matters is the boys laughing.
That's all that matters. Yes, I will say Stanley Kubrick was hired to do that, wanted to do it on location. So everybody on whatever your moon take is, unless it's made of cheese, as your take, then you're all right.
Yeah.
Great question, son. Next one, we got Josh Treecoddle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter. He says, power rank these Girl Scout cookies. We love the power rankings. Give us 5 things to power rank. We will do that each week. He says, power rank these Girl Scout cookies: Adventurefuls, peanut butter patties / tagalongs. Peanut butter patties are also called tagalongs sometimes. Lemonades, Samoas / caramel delights, and Thin Mints.
I've only had 3 of these. I'm Thin Mints 1, Caramel Delight 2, Peanut Butter 3. I haven't had lemonades or Adventurefuls. I'll go lemonades 4 because I know what they are. I don't know what the Adventureful is. I don't know what's in that, so I'll make that 5. Sure, it's delicious. I'd honestly never heard of Adventurefuls before.
I had not heard of Adventurefuls until today, and I went and it says "Meet the Cookies" is their section on the Girl Scouts website, which I still am convinced is a front. But Adventurefuls are brownie-inspired cookies topped with caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt. They look like.
All right, I take that back. That's going over lemonades.
Brownies with like caramel inside.
You know what? That's jumping all the way to number 3. Just from the description, it's jumping peanut butter patties too.
And then, all right. So, Robert, out of those 5, how many of you had?
1.
And was it Thin Mints? You hated it?
No, it's the peanut butter patties.
I was going to say, it wasn't the most popular one, Thin Mints.
But Thin Mints is 5 though for you, right?
Thin Mints is 5 for me.
Okay. What's your 1 through 5? Go.
All right. So number 1, peanut butter patties.
Okay.
Easy. It's not even a question, honestly. Then 2, I'm gonna go with Adventurefuls. Adventurefuls sounding good. Then lemonades. I don't like caramel, so I don't like coconut and samosas / caramel delights after they have shaved coconut. That's 4, and then Thin Mints, my number 5. Also easily. My number 5.
Yeah, Pat, what were yours again? Thin Mint
1, samosas 2, Adventureful 3, peanut butter 4, lemonade 5.
All right.
And of course, Robert just took my 1 and 2 at 4 and 5.
No, I mean Robert has always said he didn't like the Thin Mints, so I didn't expect anything less than that.
Well, how would he know? He just said he's only ever had the peanut butter ones.
Well, he knows that he won't like them.
I've had chocolate and mint, peppermint.
You haven't had Thin Mints. You haven't had Thin Mints.
Not a good combination. No, and like you can't also judge them like, oh, you got to put them in the freezer too. Like, no, you got to judge it on the cookie itself.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do work to make it better.
No, the cookie by itself, amazing, better in the freezer.
I do like
you.
Though,
You think
they're like, yo, bro, if you want to make those Thin Mints go to another level, you got to put them in the freezer. Like, yeah, man, that's like every fucking year people tell us to do that. It's not a new thing that you just discovered.
You think I don't eat Thin Mints until they're frozen? You think I look at a box of cookies and I go, I'll wait? No, I eat one box while the other box is freezing.
I got a couple of boxes for free this past weekend.
What'd you get?
Still haven't seen a Girl Scout in the wild. I'm starting to get pissed.
Got the peanut butter patties because those are also, like I said, number 1. The card swiper wasn't working, and the dad of one of the girls was just like, just take them. Like, I got you.
Ooh.
I don't know.
They're like, hey, look, it's a front anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, first one's free. You'll be back.
That's true.
Yeah, I've been some sampling. Like, here's some samples.
That's what it is. That's cool though. Yeah, it's a good client way to establish a client base, I would imagine. I went samosas / caramel delights. Like, dude, those are the fucking tits. Man.
So good.
You don't like the coconut. Like, I could sit there and I could eat a box of those, and then another box, and then another box, and never get sick of it. And they're samosas to me. People call them caramel delights or Samoas to me. Excuse me. But I'm gonna go Samoas 1. Number 2, I'm gonna go lemonades. I like lemonades, and then Thin Mints is 3. But like, I feel like I've always been able to have Thin Mints. Lemonades are like relatively new in the last couple of years, and it was like I remember just eating the first lemonade and be like, "Fuck, dude, this is awesome." So like, I think maybe it's just because lemonades are fresher that I enjoy them more. And yeah, I don't know. I think Thin Mints are kind of like turning into like basic bitch cookies at this point, where everybody's like, "Oh, they're the greatest," and they're great, but like I just have them at 3. Then peanut butter patties / tagalongs, because I have had those. I have not had Adventurefuls.
They sound so good though.
They do sound good, and I will try that, and I'd be okay re-ranking again. But I'm gonna do Samoas, lemonades, Thin Mints, PB patties, and Adventurefuls. My 1 through 5. Kind of just a wide variety, I feel like, right there.
I'm pretty sure my sister said someone she works with has a daughter that's doing this. So I'm about to just be like, all right, place an order. I need 3 Thin Mints.
Digits.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2, 2, and 2, but I might go 3, 3, and 3 on the Thin Mint samosas and Adventurefuls.
6 and 9.
Like, I will blind buy 3 boxes of Adventurefuls. just on that fucking description.
A WNBA league.
No, because I enjoy cookies.
You don't want to join the women's fantasy league because you're sexist?
Sure, I'll go with that.
Okay.
I'll accept that one.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Repeal 19.
Everybody that doesn't join, just know that.
There's dozens of us out there.
Kind of a sexist move. That was a good power ranking, Josh. I feel like that one we've been due for that one for a while. But if you got any power ranking ideas, at Pass the Grade Pod, #PTG Answers, give us the 5 choices, and we will rank those 5. Next one we got is from Raymundo Benavidez at KMundoB on Twitter. And Raymundo says, if you can eat, shit, I fucked that up. My bad. He says, if you eat ass, can you still be vegan?
Yeah, you're not actually eating them.
Yeah,
fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
Physically, eat an asshole, chew it up and swallow it like that. But I think if you just eat an ass, ass eating season, I think it is.
Just down for a good time.
Yeah, that you can be vegan and do that.
Well,
and I would say that vegans probably enjoy it because they're used to the taste of ass anyways, because most of their food probably tastes like ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to make sure that person is clean and hasn't eaten any byproducts of animals, because you could get some second harvest there.
That'd be pretty gross.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful, but you can do it. You're good.
You can still be vegan and eat ass. Always ass eating season.
I don't know who would let you, because nobody wants a vegan near them, but
some people might.
Theoretically.
Some people can look at that.
Go to California.
Oh, they're always eating ass over there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you think of California, what 2 things do you think of? Ass eating and veganism.
Those are the only 2 things I think of.
It's their branding. Very effective branding, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
California, come for the ass eating, stay for the vegans.
No, you got come for the vegans, stay for the ass eating. Nobody's gonna stay for vegans.
Yeah, I fucked that one up.
There you go.
But
I helped. Hey, it's teamwork, buddy.
We got there.
Yeah.
That's why we're the distraction guys. So the distraction guys in the heist. Perfect.
We're fucking made for that.
We're totally gonna heist the fuck out of some casino. So watch out, casinos. Next time I go to a casino, just know what's going on. I'm saying.
I want to do a heist.
You're like, is he pulling off a heist? What's going on? Next we got is Angelica Hughes at Helly Ray Houston on Twitter, and she says, how many days in a row can you be drunk before you're just normal? Why can't I study if I don't have a little buzz? I feel like it might be alcoholism. That second question.
Well, it depends. Are you in the middle of a pandemic? Because then it doesn't count.
It doesn't count if there's a pandemic.
Because I got drunk.
Right.
Well, many days in a row.
We didn't have a lot of things like hurricanes, natural disasters, pandemics, freezes. It's like we don't have anything else to do.
And a little buzz ain't drunk. That's the other thing. Gets a little buzz, you ain't drunk. You just got a little buzz.
How many days in a row can you be drunk before you're just normal? Try and explain that to me, Pat.
I'm trying to break it down.
Drunk, or it's like you're not it's just, hey, there's nothing wrong with you being drunk. This is just how you are. That's the drunk guy.
I mean, what's up right here? I don't know. Just fucking, I would say it doesn't matter. Live your fucking life how you choose to live your life. We got enough bullshit to put up with taxes and conspiracy theories. And I know I already said taxes, but governments. I'm going to name them fucking twice. Pyramids. Hey, do whatever you got to do to get through the day.
Women, that's what we're focused on.
As long as you're not missing work and you're paying your bills, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Until you start fucking up those 2 things, then we got a problem. Until then, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So it's like until you're normal, it's like I just didn't understand that part of it. Whereas drunk until you're is that sobering up, or is that just
I don't know.
This is just how I am now.
That was very awkwardly worded. We'll have to ask for clarification on that. I don't really know how to answer that.
The clarification.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say if it's until you're
If it's just like how many days in a row can you get drunk, and then how long does it take?
Days. If you're always drunk, like how does it to come down?
I don't know. Just keep getting drunk. Don't find out.
Problem if it's more than like if you're not like a vacation, and if it's like a regular work week and it's like 6+ days, then it's like that's just normal you at that point.
What's your tolerance? If 2 beers is going to get you drunk, fuck, you can easily get drunk every day and it not actually be that big of a problem. You're not drinking that much. You're just getting drunk. Now, if I'm getting drunk every day, that's a little different.
It's a little bit different.
That's a serious problem, and cirrhosis of the liver is around the corner.
Yeah.
But I don't know, probably okay.
I would say 6+ days and then maybe worry about it.
Sure, we'll go with 6+.
Non-vacation days or spring break days or anything like that.
I think we all understood vacation does not include into this at all.
There's no rules when you're on vacation.
The only rule is to wake up and start drinking rum as early as possible.
Last question is from Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795 on Twitter. And Jordan says, if someone has a major meltdown, will they eventually disintegrate like the Wicked Witch? It should be that way, but I don't believe so.
Yeah, no, we see a lot of meltdowns online, whether it be Karens or whatever. No, they don't go away. They just stay there, continuing to be a problem until they are removed.
I mean, it would be awesome if like that did happen occasionally, because he's like, dude, I wish this guy freaking out in the street would just kind of melt away for a second and not be my problem. But like, we had to deal with this.
Maybe, but here's the problem: nobody's throwing water on them. So maybe when people have meltdowns like that, we should just throw water on them, and then be like, sorry, I thought you were gonna melt.
Try that next time, and just be like, oh, I thought, sorry. What the fuck? Why'd you throw water? I didn't know.
I was science. I was doing an experiment.
Yeah.
You're the control group.
My bad. I thought you were somebody else.
Or just be like, sorry, you're acting like a piece of shit, so I threw water on you.
I like I thought you were somebody else. It's like you do something very violent and just rude to say, nah, my bad, dude. I totally thought you were somebody else. But you still did it. Right. But at that time, I thought you were different. I thought you were a different person.
The easiest way to test this is just next time you're around kids. If one of them just starts freaking out, just grab a glass of water, go over there, pour some water on his head, see what happens.
There we go. It's not the worst.
Yeah, they're fucking kids. You didn't assault them. You poured a little water on them. Nobody can be mad at that.
Yeah, it's inconvenient to them.
Yeah. Well, now you're wet. Stop acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
Life lesson.
Now what? It's mini waterboarding, but you're allowed to do it.
Well, no, I didn't say put a towel over their mouth.
No, but I'm saying it's mini waterboarding.
It's not really waterboarding at all. They're not tied down.
It's a start.
You're just pouring a little water on their hair.
Freestyle waterboarding.
Hey, I am always team fuck them kids. I will draw the line at waterboarding them. That's where my line will be.
Big of you. Very big of you.
Yeah.
Very big of you.
Throwing shit at kids, whacking them, cool with all that. Don't waterboard them. They don't know enough for it to be effective. That's the problem. It's not a moral thing for me. It's an information.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, great question, Jordan. Good question. Everybody at PassGradePod, hashtag PTG answers to submit your answers, questions. If you haven't already, don't forget to mark that calendar for Saturday, March 18th at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Come hang out with us for our Darling Like a Marlin 3 beer release. Hey, maybe if you order a shirt, PassGradeMerch.com, they are still available. Maybe it'll even get there by then. This is a promising sign that we've had shipment, and it was a week ago that I made this order. So who knows? It's very possible to get that. I was about to say we might even have the Passy Gravy St. Patty's Day stuff up there still, but I don't think we do because we were transitioning to another store hopefully soon. But that wouldn't have made it anyways. Doesn't matter. I actually will be at Sam Houston Race Park this Sunday. If you are in the Houston area, I'm racing a camel. Her name is Kamala Harris. I am a 2-time camel racing champ. I am switching over from Donald J. Hump, who is retired out of the game now, to Kamala Harris. Will be my new camel I'll be racing on. And the races start at 1. So if you want to come hang out, have some beers, it's going to be a little Sunday fun day for me. I'm gonna be partying, and come watch me race some camels at Sam Houston Race Park. If you're looking for something to do, bring the kids. You can bring. They have like chip and dip, the mini horses that you can meet and stuff like that. The kids are gonna come out there. My niece.
I'll pour water on them.
But yeah, well, only when they're being assholes. The Gravy Gang kids are our interns, so they wouldn't be doing that. But yeah, come hang with me at the racetrack if y'all are looking for something to do on Sunday. And then I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Anybody wants to be in the WNBA Pass the Gravy Women's Supporter Fantasy League, hit me up. I got 5 spots open at Alex J. Middleton. Just be like, yo, I want to get in. I will DM you, and then I'll get your information. $50 buy-in, 10 spots, 5 open still, and winner take all. That's $500, 1 in 10 chance, and we'll draft somehow next week on an app that you don't really have to do a lot of work for. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03 has a podcast called A Recent Study Suggests. New episodes out every Monday. You can listen to it wherever you are currently listening to Pass the Gravy podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Pat is at Not Pat Dion. And yeah, you guys are the best. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Let's go Roughnecks. Let's stay undefeated. We got Orlando again on the road. First road game of the season. So let's go Roughnecks. I love you, Daniel Jones. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Be good to each other. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches.
Shawty had apple bottom jeans and the booze with the fur. The whole club was looking at her in them baggy sweatpants, 3 boxer straps. She turned around